numbers fly. The pulse ascending, mind on fire, never ending. Trees of gold, endless fight. Push on through the endless night. Riding with rocket scooter AI. Up we go, reaching for the sky. Every train home never dies. On the edge as the numbers fly. Checking the charts, midnight glory. Heartbeat thumping, another story. Green and red, flashing voices loud. Future kings standing on their cloud. Checking the charts with their AI. Up we go, reaching for the sky. Every train home never dies. On the edge as the numbers fly. Checking the charts, tracking the charts. Midnight glory. Time to reinvent, it's blending. Mind on fire, never ending. Dreams of gold, endless fight. Push on through the endless night. Push on through the endless night. Push on through the endless night.
Howdy, friends. I feel like somebody bumped my monitors. You guys sneaking in my room while I'm sleeping? Everything feels off a little bit. How dare you? Hold on, let me make a little post here on socials. What's up, guys? Good morning. Good morning. Bum, 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 bum. All right, get on my socials posted here. Good morning, guys. All right. Let's see what we got going on here today. ETF having a brand new event. Kind of like their Beat the Beast, but it's called Boss Round Challenge today. Similar to Beat the Beast. It's a, let me talk about it real quick. I forgot to put the name in here. Boss Round Challenge. Okay. It's similar to Beat the Beast they already do. It's today only, featuring the 250k evals. They're only 99 bucks for the one step. You can pass it in one day and save $157 on the one day pass add-on. You pass it, make at least $20,000 in profits just this morning, and then submit your proof, and then you pass it in one day. Kind of cool. I love when they do that. Everybody, that's usually when people check out ETF, when they do this awesome Beat the Beast thing. Such a cool little event that they do. All right. Let's get going here. All right. We all know the new stuff coming out. Hold on a second. We have all right. And ETF is like, what, 70% off, right? All right, getting a little late start. Normally I have this stuff done the beginning of the day. $57 10k fast track, 57 all in. Okay. Wow, that's actually it's a pretty awesome deal. That's actually a really good deal. $57 for a prop account, all in, no monthly fee. Incredible. What's up, guys? Wait, let me scroll up and see the chat. Hello, friends. Hello, all of you guys. How are you doing? What's up, Trey, Giselle, Fraser, Zen Clips? What's up? What's up? What's up? Ryan, Bruce, Gamma. Hello, guys. Hello, hello. DT, Beepstra. What's up, Cal? Prop Trader. Craigslist Carpenter. Ayo, good morning. Reading all the messages here, guys. Welcome to the stream. Ready to go for an awesome Tuesday. This is our 50k celebration spectacular, because I think by the end of today, at the going rate that we get 300 to 400 subs a day, I feel like we should have 50k subs by today on YouTube. Only was it January when we had 6,000 subs. What an incredible growth this year. Very awesome. I think it's about time I get a new one of these for the mic too. I've had this one for like a decade, and it's like all frazzled on the end. I think like I rubbed my beard on it too much for like a decade, and it starts to get a little frazzled here. What is this? Oh, land for the garden. All right. Welcome back, friends. We're ready for another exciting trading day. And speaking of that, let's go ahead and get to it. I'm missing. Oh, one more thing I added here. A few announcements. Like I said, ETF has their like beat the beast, but it's called the boss round challenge. You can be able to pass an account in a day now. That's like their people's favorite event with the ETF because you like using those guys. The challenges are usually really fun. You don't have to go through all the days of passing the account. You can pass it on the first day. It's kind of nice. Only today, and it's only in the morning. So between 9:30 and 12, you make 20K in the big ass account, the 250K. You YOLO that account, basically. Pass it in a day. It's kind of neat. That's how most people have fun with their beat the beast sort of contest. Doorbell just rang. Are you guys sending me flowers? What's going on here? Y'all sending me delivery? Right, open the door. Is there a singing clown outside? What's going on here? Is that you, Carl? Well, come on in, bro. What you got? You bring me some brewskis for the morning. Couple of announcements. You must do me a favor and sign up for the Ninja Trader competition. Let me give you guys some tips and hints. If you haven't signed up for the Ninja Trader competition, I don't even care if you want to do it. You're going to sign up. It's free. And even if you don't compete and you have no intention on competing, still sign up and reserve a spot. Because even taking a spot away is one better chance for everybody else here to win. Here's the link. Let me add this to the bot so it posts it. Hold on. All right. We'll call this one. It is November. It starts on Monday, so this is gonna be November 3rd. Again, like I said, we're gonna do. Remember, we're always smart, doing the smart thing here. The Ninja Trader Arena Cup. Let me explain it to you. Let me see the email they sent me really quick. What the hell? All right. Look, I don't know if this is company internal documents, but whatever. It doesn't look proprietary. So Simon, they couldn't change it for you, bro. I really appreciate you trying to get it done. All right. If you haven't signed up for Ninja Trader, the cup, the Arena Cup, let me tell you what it is. It's a free competition, and I mean free, like as in like free. Like you don't have to enter anything. There are 10,000 seats, and they gave us our link at the end of like yesterday. So there's like maybe 1,000 seats left. I want it to be all Rock Scooter people. And what I want you guys to do is sign up. They're giving away 400,000 in cash prizes, and it costs $0. I repeat, $0 to enter, $0. If anything, the slot you fill up is one better chance that someone here gets it. So fill up the slot. Also, as you know, Ninja Trader is going to be sponsoring our community and stream going forward. Ninja Prop, Tradeovate Prop, like in an official sense, like we're one of the few people that'll have that arrangement with them. We kind of want to look good because the bigger we are and the bigger we work with them, the more perks we can get with all their stuff, hopefully down the road. You know how it works here. We do our little magic here. And hopefully we can get some like cool perks, if you don't know what I'm saying. You know, like really impress them. Like, hey guys, look, we filled it up and they see Rock Scooter up and down the list. That's basically it. The first place in the qualifier on Monday, it's a one-day, pretty much it's a YOLO event too. So you can just roll dice and win 100K. There's not a lot of skill involved with just picking the right side and getting lucky in one day. It's a one-day trading competition. $8,000 first place on Monday, 2,000 second, third place is 100 or 1,000, and all the way up to 400th place, you get a free $100. That's it. You get $100 just by being there and getting 400th place. When you make it to the past the first round, you go to the grand finale. The prizes are 100,000, 25,000 for second and third, 10,000 fourth through 10th, and 105 for everybody in the top 300. So you can make some free cash just freaking YOLOing an account if you don't even care about it. Well, take it seriously, care about it. I'd love to see you do that. But if you're like, I don't even care, go on there, full port all the contracts, walk away with the $100, have some fun, make us look good. But that's it. I have more information on the rules and stuff. I'll post that in the Discord, but I want everybody to sign up for it. The link is here in chat. We're willing to show off, you know. Damn, what you guys doing? Market today, what's going on? Nice little live run up here. Ow. In that 26,043 with NASDAQ running up 50 points pre-market. What's going on here? What I miss? Let's see what's going on here. Anything this morning? Oh wait, this is Tuesday. All right. Okay, we got consumer confidence numbers today. New home sales coming out in an hour. Everything right to turn of the hour at 10 o'clock. This week. Let's see what we got here. Load this up. Fairly busy-ish week. Wednesday is the Fed day, of course. GDP, core PCE coming out Thursday. Price index on Friday. Employment, wages and cost index and benefits and all that on Friday. Big week. Wednesday, Fed week. We know we're getting a rate cut. 100% sure we're getting 2 rate cuts this year. Well, they said 3 and we only had 3 months left, so I'm sure we're getting a rate cut. So if you're already registered for the Ninja Trader Cup and you didn't use our link, doesn't matter. What the idea is, you know, they're like, Matt, we know you can get the numbers filled, fill out the contest. And I'm like, I got you. I want them to be like, dang, you guys are big and awesome, right? They know we are, but I just kind of wanted to show off a little bit. If there's no Team Rocket Scooter, you just use our link. It gives us credit. They're not paying us like, well, they're saying you're not paying anything. So we're not getting like a commission. What the hell? What did I do? Oh, I had a stop loss. Oh, oops. Forgot to mute my shit always. Or not a stop loss, but a profit target. My bad. Profit target. That was a long trade right there. Sorry about that. It autofills. My bad. 1 second. I'm not even paying attention. Hold on 1 second. Let me get you my accounts here. Cool, 2,400 bucks there. I got a bunch more new. I got a bunch more new. I didn't do much trading overnight, and by much I mean nothing until just a second ago. Got a bunch new Fund and X accounts to play with, the no consistency ones. Sorry about that. No, not slightly short, Matt. Slightly hit profit target, Matt. I was like, order filled. I was like, wait, what? I was like, oh, it closed out my trade. Duh. Anyways, where were we? What was I talking about? Oh yeah, the Ninja Trader Cup. Wake up in the morning, just sort of just like what's going on? All right. Now let's see what we got here going on here. Okay, markets opening, gapping up. Yeah, we have pretty big news week with Fed day on Friday. Yeah, I literally just got to my desk and longed at 26,000. Sound like a good place to long from. Quick and dirty. Quickie 40. All right. That freak you out? Every time I reset the thing, I forget to freaking close it up. Dun, 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 dun. Or mute it up, because I know I'll freak you guys out if you'll see like the order filled. The blind monkey strat. Pretty much, yeah. 26 just sounded like a fun number to long for. I promise you guys, that's my real trading strategy. I like this number. This number sounds cute. And that market is running up. Pretty good today. I'm curious to see if we just continue to rally without doing much. What I really feel like, at least in general, is today's going to be one of those days where we peak out here. We kind of fall. I think that this is a day like this where we play this range. I don't think we rally strong from here. I don't think we sell off at all. I think we play in here for a couple of days. And then maybe Thursday, Friday, we test this area, or maybe even on Fed, we test the area of half gap. We know the drill here. That is tested for the bigger run up. So whatever time frame it is that we are going up. Market's going up. As I told you, we all told you guys yesterday, I was like, I'm still long. And remember Gamma was saying, I'm just long and to stay long. I was same sentiments, long and stay long. And that we're going to go up over time, right? Over here, over time. Somewhere between now and then, wherever then is the half gap, this area here. At best will be tested. At best, like a good dip to buy. At worst, it never stops. So, you know, you'll have a hard time getting in. When I say at best, because we know half gap, oh God, I have so much love for half gap. That'd be amazing. So, right, something like that along those lines. When we have a big gap up, usually at some point in the future, today, tomorrow, next week, next year, that half gap is going to be what's tested. And I know that that's the big place. So I'm going to jump out on bigger longs, but still scalping along the way up. Hard to say anything today. Pre-Fed, maybe we're here. Maybe we're here. Maybe we're like consolidating here before we keep going. I personally don't take big days that continue like this pre-market into like these kind of days that go up like this, but it's very possible it could. We still remember what it was like when they solved trade war stuff back in this day. It's exactly the same as this day. Remember the day when I had bought $50,000 worth of calls, sold them for $50,000 of profit because I was leaking delta or leaking theta faster than the delta game. So I decided to close out, and if I held them to here, I would have made a $1.6 million profit. I only made 50K. Boo hoo. But this is where they met on the weekend and they had their little trade war, you know, solid trade war thing. Is this the start of a day like this? Possibly, right? It just pops up one more time, then consolidates. Or do we consolidate here? That's the real question. But yeah, we're looking for upward movement, and the market is probably going to fly up again today. No problem there. But either way, if it does fly up, it's good trade. We know the drill here. Dynamics are all off the chart way down here somewhere. Let me get them marked on the chart. We had our vote yesterday, guys. It's official. The new model is officially canon. And so we're going to keep watching, give you guys new data on this. 629 and 5857. Honestly, I didn't think that was going to fly up as fast as it did. Pretty cool. 25, 629. Dude, I really love these profit target settings in Trade of 8. It's so cool managing multiple accounts. Remember, before I even knew that you can do that, because remember, I'm new to props, manually closing all my trades on everything was like crazy to meet all consistencies. And now I just go there and pre-program everything to close out wherever I want to make profit, which is kind of nice. Like to pre-close out your shit. Oh, that's nice. Close me out when I make $600. Close me out when I make $900. Oh, I love it so much. Oh, my plan comes through. It'd be an easy day. I think so. I don't think today is a sell-off day at all. Worst case scenario, if we do end up getting that sell-off day, we know it's that old half gap from the other day that we're going to be tapping. And again, it's way down here. So it's like, it's below DD band. So I'll show you where it is if it comes to it, but I don't think we're going to get close to it. Today is going to likely be bull long up setups on liquidity maps. You guys know the drill there. On LMs. Bull long ups are likely 1A, 1B setups. I can long at the open or long and dip at blue and buy. Small trade. Yeah. All right. Yo, Red, call me tonight, dude. I know I keep telling you one day, but we've been just so swamped with this fucking project at home, man. We got to meet up maybe tonight if you got some time this evening. IDOC's going to like some things. I got the whole night off to like. You're glad we're not dating, bro. You would have done me a long fucking time ago. I'm so wishy-washy. I'm good tonight though. IDOC is gone. I get the whole night to do nothing. And then after that, Razor, let's play some Battlefield, man. Boys' night. Let's go. It's boys' night tonight. I'm gonna miss IDOC so much. Oh my god, what am I gonna do? Oh, I'm so sad. She's the best. I'm just kidding. She's asleep. I'm just joking. Don't tell her I said that. I'm 3 games away from Apex Diamond though. Grind that out. Play some Battlefield. Am I trying to get carried? Yeah, I'm trying to get carried. Need a squad, man. I'm medic, so you know. I definitely do a lot of carrying myself. Why do our views just dip? What's going on with the stream? Yeah, everybody loves a good old medic in their Battlefield squad. Hey, what's up? She's like, what's that about boys' night? No, I'm just kidding. So we got our painting we got our fence situation resolved. We got the new contractor came out. This lady who's got like a zillion years of experience doing it, and she was like, oh my god. It's like, you guys got, and we were like, scam. She's like, yeah, I didn't want to say it, but she's like, they don't know what they're doing. He's walking through, she's like, they put the screws too close to the edge of the wood. The wood is splitting here. This is uneven here. It's uneven here. There's swirl marks here. They didn't sand this right. It came from the mill, but they should have checked a piece just to see. And did you get your lumber from different places? I was like, yeah, because they keep screwing it up. So they're running to different stores to buy lumber because they're selling out everywhere, probably because of us. They're like, yeah, you can tell because this is different from this one. They came from different mills. So, you know, the finish is going to be slightly different. The sanding is going to be slightly different. Some of the pieces look good. Some of these look bad. We're like, say no more, fam. You're hired. Say no more. So, anyways, it's gonna look beautiful when we're done. The best thing about construction, the best thing about it, is that it always turns out fine in the end, for the most part. Just keep throwing money at it. Eventually, it'll look beautiful. Like, she just walked in and knew, and I was like, see, I'm not an idiot. Like, the other people give me the runaround or whatever. She walks in, says everything I'm thinking. I was like, you know, thank you. So we got that coming over. They're gonna replace the broken pieces. They're gonna finish the pieces, make it look beautiful. They're gonna sand it out, stain it up. Oh, dude, it's like a light natural cedar stain on cedar wood. I've got a cedar fence, man. Oh, it's gonna be nice. Giant bougainvillea tree, man. Fucking huge old. Have like a fire pit and the giant water fountain. Now again, like the HOA is like no water fountain. So here's our genius solution for that. No water features. So our solution, according to IDOC, was HOA can eat a dick. That's what she said. We go, you know, what are they gonna do? You can't have water feature. Okay, so let's just take the water out of it. Then it's just a statue, and no rule against statues in your backyard. We can have a water fountain with no water in it, and then there you go. Then we can put speakers out there because you can have speakers in your backyard. We can just play the sound of splashing water. Like put a little light effect in front of it to make it look like water's trickling down with the sound of splashing water. Same thing without the mosquitoes. So, you know, like I said, you can't stop me. You can't stop me at all. I'm gonna have a water fountain. Like IDOC said, HOA, you can eat a dick. Do our levels work on gold? Oh, bro, no, yeah, we have an HOA because we live in this fucking fancy pants gated community sort of thing in the Memorial area of Houston, which is like, Memorial. My tea is warm. Give me some more. Thank you. Fucking Karen centric down in here, man. But it's the only place in the city you can really live where homeless people aren't banging on your homeless crackheads aren't banging on your door in the middle of the night. I used to like that. I mean, that my place in Montrose in Midtown area was kind of nice, you know. People banging on the door, screaming at my door, you know, like they're staring into the abyss, and it's just, you know, like I gotta get that all the time, you know. I miss that. Now here you don't get that, but also you get a league of Karens telling you what you can't do to your backyard. Why not sue to oblivion shuts up the HOA? Yeah, just what I was saying, because I was getting scammed. They took on a job they didn't have the experience, the full experience for. You know what I mean? We're like their first, I feel like we're one of their first. Their portfolio has stuff like this on it, but the challenge was beyond the capability. You need some creativity to solve this issue. But anyways, new person, she's gonna come through here. Crush it, so we're good. But you know what I'm saying? If I want a water fountain, I'm gonna get a water fountain. Kind of like the Woodlands. Yeah, kind of like the Woodlands, but in the city. Yeah. That's the price you pay for living in the, you know, tea sipping, pinky out, bougie Memorial, rich oil people, folks. You know what I'm saying? Went to the pool the other day. Doc and I were laying out, and since we don't have, here's the funny thing about the HOA. I'll tell you guys a quick story for you, sir. We don't have a meeting room like in the community. It's a small gated community of these really like $1 and $2 million townhomes. Just so it's all like older people. Like I'm talking like 60s and 70s. You know, it's older. But there's a whole league of like newer, young money people moving in. So you have like literally like two camps of people, like senior citizens and 20-something doctors, right? It's a big kind of like conflict. Young people want to build a gym. We have this extra money this year. They're like, let's build a gym. We can work out. And the old people are like, let's fix the gate. And we're like, come on, man. Why don't you build a community center? Because you have your meetings at the pool. Literally, they have their meetings sitting around the pool in the heat because there's nowhere to go. Let's build a community center and put a gym in it. That way everyone can benefit. You guys don't have to sit out in the heat. We like the heat. So anyways, we went to the pool. They're having their little meeting there. And some of the young folks have infiltrated the HOA. So now we're getting our voice in. We can hear them talking. They were kind of debating with each other a little bit. The whole gym versus fix the gate fight. Oh, it's been so much fun. This is what adulting is like. Don't ever grow up. Don't ever grow up. So anyways, we were just sitting there. We were kind of like, you know, you wouldn't have to sit and eat. You bought us a gym. It's a community center. But we didn't say anything. But we did get kind of drunk. Sitting by the pool. All right. We are opening up, gap up, slightly up. Market's been moving pretty high off of the Trump sort of China resolution. There's no stopping this. I've been bullish. There will be one day, whether it's the Fed day on Wednesday or nothing, where we probably will test the half gap lows to support the big bull market up. It's almost every single time you have a gap up. At some point, you typically return to test out lows at some point. Not lows, but the halfway point. Here's a great example of it. And this was within 3 days. But the market will love half gap to support a bull market. You never really gap up and stay gapped up that often without at least testing the halfway point. Super bullish. And the original sort of Trump fix the trade war thing, we actually never did test the half gap. But that was also coming out of like the big market crash. It's different than a bull market that gaps up. So this was gapping up to like return to a normal sort of environment. Half gap tests are pretty normal when you gap up in a bull market. So at some point, like at any point today, we could have something, or tomorrow or Fed or whatever, where it's at least tested, the gap isn't filled, we keep going. This is where I like to load up pretty heavy on calls. Like you're really like just like to wait for days. I don't ever anticipate that, and I'm not like, let me short it for that to happen. It can never stop. But I do keep in my back pocket is in case it dips, that's a great long to grab. Halfway points of gaps are always great long setups, especially if you're super bullish like I am. Looking for every bull opportunity I can get. The one day we plow through all our bull setups and markets crash out, I just tell myself it's looking for half gap. Wait a day or two, hits the bottom, grab the long, ride it up. That's it. That's it, 100%. Any trades at the open? I had some longs earlier. They closed out for profit. That's it. Just chilling right now. Now we are gapping up on NASDAQ about, let's see, about 80 points. S&P, we're gapping up about 18 points. It's a pretty sizable gap. If the gap does fill, I'm longing at the close. Longing at the open, I am a little hesitant always longing at the open unless I get really strong resilience. And since we have a good gap up, resilience comes in 20, 30. I'm going to long at the open with a couple contracts, couple accounts, keep it light. Buy the dips a little heavy. Let it ride. Half gap level again. It's way off the charts. So we're not even gonna get there unless we break DD band. I'll pull it up when we get close to it. Because it's gonna be yesterday's open. We gapped up like, it's like somewhere down like 600, maybe somewhere in there. Yo, Aspen, wait, which one are you talking about? Are you talking about the Ninja Trader contest or what? Which one are you talking about, bud? I don't expect a big dip because VIX is low. No, it'll have to be a catalyzed move, like Fed or something, right? So I don't expect any big dip. VIX is below triple B, right? It's not going to really have a big dip unless the market just will have to work its way lower. So like if the market is going to sell, we're not going to open up and the market's just going to plunge. It's not going to happen. If we open up, the market might try to sell. Like, okay, let me explain to you. It's not going to sell off. If it does, it usually sells off like this. When VIX is above triple B, the market tends to open and just like fall really quick within minutes, right? That's the volatility. With the liquidity that you have, the market will like, if it does sell, it'll like work its way lower slowly. Like you'll get hours worth of time to watch it finally work its way lower as VIX works its way up. So when VIX is below triple B, sell-offs look like this. When VIX is above triple B, sell-offs look like that. Very big difference. So I'm in no fear longing at the open. I'm gonna get an hour to decide if I'm wrong down inside of here. Does that make sense? So Aspen, I wish I could help you, man. Unfortunately, everything about that Ninja contest is set in stone, and it kind of like lines up with what countries that they do work with in general. I don't think they're gonna change that. But I'll put in a word and ask to kind of figure out why, and maybe they just haven't gotten there yet. But you said you're from South Africa, right? Some US companies restrict certain countries. Maybe they just they don't have the legality to operate or something. I don't know. I really wouldn't know why, but I can ask. Yeah. Alrighty. I'll look it up. I'll try to look it up. Don't forget, guys, today ETF is having like their kind of like beat the beast competition, but it's something called Boss Round Challenge, very similar. $99 for a one-step expert, the 250K, the big one. If you pass it in a day, you save $157 on the one day to pass add-on. That's it. You get the account between now and 12. Make 20K in realized profits, and then you can pass it in a day. Submit your proof to their Discord. You guys know the drill over there. Alrighty, guys, we're opening in 1 minute. 1 minute. How we rolling out this day, y'all? We going up, we going down. Let me get prepped and ready to go here. So the folks at FundNX told me $155,000 is their record payout for FundNX futures. 155 is it. That's it. Yes, at the open 76, 77. Let's see if I can grab it here. Right at half cap. Hold on. Let's see what's pulling back a little bit. You know, believe that? 155. That's it. I'm already there. Well, I gotta wait the 30 days to take the whole thing. Or if I get to 310K before that, then I can take it out by half payment. Alrighty. How's it taking to play out? 20 resilience, 30 resilience. What I want to do, y'all? What do y'all think? What do y'all think? What did we think? We're gonna rally today? I think so. All right, here we go. Bull long ups, things looking tidy there. All right. Nothing yet. I can long at the open on S&P. 51 resilience is pretty good for a long at the open trade. Oh, wait, that's the one that already... Let me put this one on here. Let me grab 2 contracts, ES, couple accounts, keeping it light as usual. These bull long ups, I think it's somewhat light. 35 resilience, 40 resilience, bull long ups. Liquidity pockets are nice, strong, long trades here. I don't disagree with this nice, strong bull setup here. S&P looking a little good, a little strong. Like I'm gonna keep it light. This one will be down 1,000 if I'm wrong. Not really touching the FundNX yet. Boy, oh boy. Everything line up here. Bum, bum, bum. S&P people back. Nasdaq pushing up a little bit. That's the question of the hour. We don't think it's gonna happen. What are you thinking, y'all? I get so reluctant doing these big long chases like this after continuation day. I kind of feel like I want to let it pull back. I'd be glad if I lose a little bit of money this morning. I just touched this one account here. That's it. To buy at the open, just 2 contracts. That's it. I'm going to hold through all of this, I guess, for, well, it's about 20 points, about 2,000 down. Yeah, so this is good. So the setups are pretty decent today. I would say the long setups are still in. We might get a gap fill before we actually move. The S&P is trying to sell a little bit off the open, which I'm not the biggest fan of. So I'm still gonna hold on to it. We have long pressure from here to here, long pressure from here to here, stop underneath that. I got bull set up all below. If I take a small loss here, I'm totally chill and cool with that. I should be all right with that. As a matter of fact, let me trim back down to 1. I don't like being 2 there at the S&P dropping below. Resilience is still bullish enough to support a half gap though, so I'm not too worried about this bouncing, but maybe not bounce at the open. I did trim back down. I'm just trading one account right now, just to try it out and take a test of this. We have DD band down below. There's nothing but bounce point here, bounce point here. If we don't bounce here, it's a stop. We bounce there. Here, half gap, hopefully support, open, maybe support. We'll see. We'll see how it pans out. Not the biggest fan of, like I said, Trump and them meeting to, you know, meet to have a meeting, a plan to have a plan sort of thing. Isn't as solid as we'd like it to be, right? But Wall Street is putting a little bit of hopium into that. And, you know, I'm just kind of like not going to hit this super hard with a lot of the accounts. This is the long entry point on NASDAQ right here at this 55 level right here. That's sort of the jam. If it is bullish, that's the one that's going to bounce here. Positive resilience is going to try to hold. So it will try to hold here, but I'm going to take this one light today. I'm not super much of a believer in this bull setup as much as I want to be. It does look like there's like a lot of selling pressure coming out through the door, which is kind of nice. And she's dying. Right, the half gap. That's pretty good suspicion there to kind of trim out. Keeping this one light. Just sound like 700 bucks on this. Do I want to long at NASDAQ from here or nah? What do we think, y'all? Resilience is down negative. S&P is barely positive. Positive is enough for a long trade from here. Man, that was a good suspicion I had. I just tapped it with one account. That's it. I could add to it here. Sure, why not? All right, let's see what we get. NASDAQ resilience supporting, stabilizing there. Let's grab it in a couple of more accounts here. Just a couple more here. Grab it in two of my funded nexts. Just a second here. S&P, as long as resilience stays greater than 0. Small long, scalp it back to gap fill at the open. Let's see. Okay, we'll try this one time for a scalp. Res is good, res is good. We'll check here. So now there's just scalping from here to open. There to there. That's what I want to see. With a very tight stop on that in case we fill, because I don't want to drop another maybe 10 points on that. There is no bull setup underneath this except for gap fill and then these guys. So we have a cluster down in here and then basically scalping through the box. As long as, oh, res is nose diving here. What the fuck? Okay. Maybe not. Okay, let's trim that out. Nope. Pull the plug on that. Pull the plug on that. All right. Raz pulling back. I'm going to wuss out on this and just chill. Resilience almost negative. Negative NASDAQ. Doesn't mean I still try to short it, but it does mean I'm hesitant on the long from here. So I don't think it's going to be the best setup, but we'll see. Let's go ahead and pull back. All right, let me be cautious on this one. Minus 1.6. It's still on the edge. It's still good enough for the bull trade. So I'm probably being a wuss on this one. NASDAQ is finally turning up. Okay. Let's grab it anyways. Grab at the 3 spot. Let me get back in. Resilience has rescued itself. I'm gonna jump back in on this one. And if it loses, then I just kind of stop out and get out of the way. There's really nothing underneath this except for lower bands. So the idea is do we have a continuation or is this a big sell-off today? Who knows? But it's looking a little weak. Let me double check VIX. Look, my confidence is this is kind of weakening right now. I've been keeping it light. Let's keep it back down to 2 actually. Resilience flip-flopping like that. Let's put you back down at 2 as well. Bullish on VIX. Blah. Okay. Well, when in doubt, I still stay bullish. That's kind of the thing. So we'll keep it lighter though on the bull side. If I do fill the gap and res is negative, it can be pretty bad for the day. So normally it pops before it drops. So if it's just kind of bleeding out here, then yeah. Mixed signals, negative res is sort of like ruining the party here. I'm just keeping it very small. Negative 9.3. Let me close out one more time. I know I'm being such a wuss on this. I'm going to close out for gap fill. So I'm going to choose to walk away from this one. Hold on one second here. Yeah, so I'm going to walk away from this. Looks like gap fill is on the table. When we get down to there, I don't know if I'll take the bounce, but yeah, I'm pulling out. So it looks like we're filling the gap. On S&P at least. Nasdaq's doing all right. Watch me miss out on the run. That's okay though. Nvidia looks good. Apple looks good. Yeah, bot trimmed. It's now like $700 or something like that. $1,200 between the two I was trading. Apple has a bounce point. So we do have some bounce points a little lower. So maybe we'll fill the gap and bounce. Amazon has a bounce point there. Microsoft. Bounce point there. So a lot of the stocks have one more leg down to find support. I'm looking at monthly hedge pressures and hedge pressures. All right. S&P down, NASDAQ up, huh? Looking pretty solid here. The sectors, let me double check those really quick. Glad I pulled out of the S&P when I did. Got to be very quick, man. Resilience is such a good tool. It helps me really see things quickly. Keeping it light. Yet, oh man, everything gapped up, but that's the thing. Everything's responding to the gap. That's a different story. S&P should hold. Like, wants to hold. Like, it wants this. I can feel it. Right on zero is good enough. It's not necessarily super bearish. That's usually on zero is, or at zero is over zero. We consider that bullish. It definitely wants to move. Do I take one more bet there? Or do I wait it out? What do y'all think? Let's poll the chat. Gap fill? That negative res, it's right on the edge there. We filling the gap today? Longing, waiting out. Yep, no longs. I closed out. I'm waiting it out. Yeah. Half gap support. Resilience is negative 1.8, negative 3.8. That's a gap fill threat. So let's wait it out. Yep. Nasdaq is looking really solid though and squeezy. All right, let's wait it out. Get in, get out quick. Get in, get out quick. Indicators are showing me otherwise. Let's see if I was right. Let's see if we got that gap fill there. All right, what are you guys doing? Gamma, what you doing, man? You long and you shorting? I'm not even seeing. You're still long? Okay. Probably right. The long setup is looking solid. At least Nasdaq is just showing small weaknesses though. It definitely wants to do this. I just hold through it. 8 points. Nah. Let's be smart. Let's see what happens. The balance is still pretty good. Negative 0.3 on resilience. Negative 6 on resilience on NASDAQ. Watch you fall and fill the gap. So remember, when you're wrong from the right place, you're always wrong small. 2 tiny wrong trades, wrong small, letting it fall. Part of doing this like a pro is knowing when your setups don't work out and bailing as quick as you can. Let's see if this works. We get above half gap with positive res. That is a buy op even right now. So it's looking like it's trying to rescue itself, which is good. So if we do fill the gap with positive res, I'm going to buy right here at the bottom in 08. Nasdaq's actually looking a little fun. I like what I see on NASDAQ. Try one more time. One of these accounts here. And then we'll check this. So that half gap is going to be down at like 50, 56, 57, something like that. Here's the numbers here. 68.53 on S&P. Not that we're going to get there, but that's where it is. Off the charts here. Let's make that one like a white dashed line. And then the NASDAQ one is going to be not that we're going to get there today, but you can keep in your back pocket for Fed. 618 in there. Okay, 618. So that's like longer term support. All right, so we'll check monthly maps. So we're sitting here. We're obviously going to be pretty bullish, but we might as well check it anyways. Go here, click daily. It'll show us the monthly on this. See, man, part of being really good at this is knowing when your setups work and knowing when they're not, knowing when to bail. Oh, man, we're so fucking good at this. Wow, SPY is very strong, very bullish, but that bear zone is starting to creep up right now on SPY. Interesting. Okay. Kind of right on the edge there. That was highly unusual. Y'all see that? I mean, it's still pretty good and bullish for the long haul. But yeah, I'm gonna kind of chill on this. I don't see the long trade today. Not yet. R2 by divergence for 2 days. So huge rotation in the smaller caps, huh? Solid. Oh, there's my guy a message here. All right. So yeah, it's currently a glitch when you switch to freaking futures from a daily chart. We need to make the futures monthly map. Hold on, guys. I gotta refresh my shit here. Hold on 1 second. All right, I don't have to log in again. Should be good. I think he fixed, Amjad has fixed the glitch. Look at how fucking good I am at this. Look at that. God, I'm so good at this. God, I'm so good at this. Resilience is best. Resilience is bay. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Damn, I love being good at this. Look at that. There it is. There's the gap fill. All right. Let's probably keep going low. It might bounce here. That's the one I want to get. Grab it. I'm hitting it hard in one account. Where's that? Let her rip. Just buying here. Now, again, this is just here with the tight stop. That's it. Keeping it low, keeping it nice with the tight stop. If it falls, it falls. We're okay with that. That's the one place. Now, resilience is still negative. So I'm betting and hoping that resilience goes positive from here. If not, it just sells off really hard. Let's see what we get here. Bum, 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 bum. This is not a strong trade. It's kind of a weaker trade. With resilience negative, not the strongest thing that we've got. Negative res should probably fill the gap. You know what? That's not supporting at all. Hopefully it does, but we'll see. Grab that long there with the tight stop. Trying it one more time here. Other than that, there's nowhere to follow but Dini Band. Man, I was so smart getting out of the way and grabbing that dip there. That's what I want to see. Bum, 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 bum. Hell, if it crashes, that's a good sign. Get some better dips to buy on. All right. Okay, let's grab this one here. Bum, bum, bum. Negative res, negative. Man, resilience is so good, isn't it, guys? Right, it fell to 0, got out of the way, let it dip a little harder. That low consolidation is a little scary. Yes? Hello? I heard somebody out there. We'll take it on the gap fill long into the open. I love this trade. Pretty solid here. Good stuff, good stuff. At least to bounce a half gap would be nice. That's kind of like the nicer trade. From there to there would be pretty nice. With small stop, again, like I said, with negative res, I'm not the biggest fan of this either. I will take a small stab at it like I keep doing here. I don't know, man. Not like the biggest fan of it, but we'll see. Confidence in this one is low, actually, to be honest. Not the highest. Negative res is not the best thing for support here. This is now flagged as resistance. If it just falls straight through, then I can just cut out quick. You know the drill there. I don't know, guys. What do y'all think? Should I hang on to this or cut and run? Yeah, I wanted a V2, huh? Nasdaq's trying really hard to hang on. It's looking good. Maybe just hang on for a little bit, keep the risk low. I don't know, guys. I'm not feeling it. I'm not feeling it at all. I know I'm being a wuss about this, but it's kind of worrying me. I kind of want to short this. God, I know I want to. I'm not gonna pull the trigger though. I'm bailed. One more time. Small stabs, not working out. I'm gonna pull the plug. Call it a day. Gonna wait for some news. Yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. So $155,000 is the world record Fund and X payout. Guess what? I have that much in my balance. So I just have to make it to day 30 to take all of it out, or wait until I get 320,000 so I can beat that. And look, I bailed out like a wuss and we're doing all right. Looking solid there. So I did bail out. The right time. Damn. Look at that, son. Well, not sure what that is. Oh, look at that. Could have held on to that one. I don't know, man. This isn't that fun of a straightforward day, I guess. It's only 8 points anyways. Damn, look at that. That's beautiful. Beautiful. That's pretty nice looking. Res is back to being positive. Yeah, that's what I was kind of betting on, that the market holds in ed support. I just bailed on it, but that was the entry I was taking. Let's see what happens now. We got news coming out in 2 minutes here, 3 minutes here. Yeah, this is just another one of those days where I don't really like what I see. I still want to be bullish, but I don't have a good setup. Long at the open was the setup, and now it's not working, so I'm still not taking that pop. Not good enough yet. New home sales, consumer confidence coming out in 2 minutes. I'm still not taking that. Too smart for that. Resilience is negative. Resilience is negative. Man, you guys got a lucky pop on that. I'm gonna tell you, had I still been long, I would have closed at half cap. We'll see if it builds along from here, though. It's looking like it's trying to support. Market's trying not to sell off. Market mayor's keeping a high for another day at least. That rescue candle at the open, oh, that's to keep it from selling off, because below the open, there's no support until 55. So I mean, it's got 60 points a drop under here. You know, obviously there's some incentive to hedge off of yesterday's close. Obviously keep the market floating. Try one more time on the long side from here. Just to res is better. Yeah, let's go for it. All right, let's pump it. Let's grab it. And so my big accounts, let's tap it here. Okay. All right. I'm in 3 accounts. Let's go. And then these guys are here on the open. One more time. And if it's, like I said, if it's wrong here and it falls pretty fucking hard. I've just been taking small, light stabs at it. Little by little. News in 1 minute, so anything can happen. Might just be like the dumbest decision. Pardon me. Now we wait. See what happens. I promise you guys, this is like B minus setup right now. This isn't the strongest. This isn't the strongest long setup. In all honesty, if I wasn't streaming, I wouldn't be trading this. I would take the whole day off. This sort of consolidating day may not give us a lot to play with, but hopefully, right? I'm still going to take a bull setup at the open, just like I was earlier. News coming out. We got a little bit of violence coming through. The CV consumer confidence number is coming out. New home sales coming out. We got this. Let's see what the data is. No update yet. Bum, 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 bum. Res is negative again, man. All right, I'm gonna give it 5 more minutes and I'm gonna bail again one more time. I don't mind being such a wuss these days. You know what I'm saying? Negative res, man. Don't like it. It's minus 10 though. I don't like it. I'm out. I'm out. I know I should probably hold on. I don't like it. I'm out. I'm out. This shit's wearing my patience today. Yeah. Tried to long there, bailed early, tried to long there, bailed, tried to long there, bailed, long the second time I'm bailing. It's not giving me the signs. You see how this is one of those things where I could be wrong and it still rallies, right? But I'd rather be more like safe, right? Than take a lot of extra risk at a place where I'm not confident. So you guys get to see like me take chances and then just pull the plug. Keeping the losses kind of small and a couple $100 here and there. Yeah, no. I don't know, man. I don't feel it. Negative 15 resilience. So you guys been through the resilience class, right? This is basically the indicator I'm using to make these decisions. At the open, I kind of, it just dropped below and it's holding below. Res was tanking. Then we filled the gap on negative res. Now we tapped half gap on negative res and it's still negative. We're probably selling off today. Good deal. Yeah. I don't know. But I can make that, can we get that resilience to rise? I know, right? But see, I'm using this as a really strong gauge of what the stock market's doing. We might actually sell off today. That's interesting. Very interesting. Not saving my drawings. On 1 second, I'm giving a note to developers. Probably the long setup is probably the strong trade today. I would give you guys my opinion on it. It's probably going to be the direction. I don't think we're selling off anymore, but there's not a lot of juicy long for me to want to take this. Looks like it is starting to rescue itself. I was betting on the market being in better condition now, but it's just not strong enough for me to take it. It's a pretty decent gamble to the upside to still stay bullish to go long. But for me, I'm at like the finish line of what I need to do. I'm like a handful of payments away from going live at Tradeify. I'm literally world record funded next. I have no desire to make this be the day that I risk to blow it all up for sure. Let her save changes. I'm gonna test something out really quick. Default. Save layout. If I refresh, does it remember? So we fixed a bug last night, which was the bug on when you log in and it says can't find futures ticker. You guys remember that bug we talked about? It has been patched, so it should not give you that error anymore when you log in for the first time. So it did remember that tool. Let me refresh one more time. Remember my chart layout. It's not remembering the ticker that I have. Okay, that's not what I want to do. So I have to save here. NASDAQ at left, S&P right. I want to do a little development work. It's not remembering the ticker that I have. NASDAQ left, S&P right, save, whichever save it is. Flush the platform. It's a little odd. We're trying to fix these little like baby glitches here. And like this right here is really weird too because it's not updating the liquidity map. Strange. Yeah, we just have some little graphical glitches with the futures that we're trying to work on. Just to wrap up this final patch here before we go into the backtesting part. Got resilience to rise. I know, man. That's what I want to see. I want to see that more than anything today. Get that resilience up. Boy, being negative is not the best sign in the world. Little rescue candle trying to keep the market floating because the stocks are like not tanking, but we're not getting a lot of power on this gap up today. It's very possible this does sell off, and I don't want to take that risk being long today. This. What do y'all think? It's feeling a little heavy now. Res minus 20 at this point. S&P doesn't mean it's going to sell off. Resilience being negative doesn't mean it's going to sell off, but it means it lacks that bull momentum that we want to see to continue to sustain the gap up, which is why we did fill the gap pretty quickly. Remember I told y'all today, it's probably not going to sell off, but if it does, it doesn't just plunge. Typically bull days that have to work their way down, if it's going to sell, it has to like bounce for a couple hours before it decides what it wants to do. Non-volatile days don't just crash. So the idea that this is sitting here, got a little bit of time to make a decision. That's why I'm out of the trade. I've got an hour to decide if I want to long probably. I've decided I don't want to long today. All the evidence is there that it's not a strong long. So we're going to wait. We're going to wait and see what we get today. That big giant green rescue candle was looking pretty tidy this morning. I don't think we're selling off, but I don't know what the rally is going to look like. Ideally, I'd like to see if we get lower lows, but that's just me. When I told you guys, you know, it doesn't just sell off. The market's like bouncing around and figuring out what it wants to do. Non-volatile days will look like this. With a gun to my head, I'll always bet bullish. But it doesn't mean I have to take a bull bet. I'm still bullish, but the bet isn't good enough for me to see much movement from here today. Want to see our stocks moving here. Yeah, Nasdaq is loving that support though. Yeah, see how there's no volatility? I mean, the market is just holding tight. Oh, I think chat is frozen. Hold on. I can't see what you guys are saying. There we go. Now I can see the chat. Reload my layout. I'm on the default. Hold on. Okay. Can I name this? Rename. And I call it NQES just to give it a name. There you go. All right. Let me double check everything is according to what I want to see. Let me refresh one more time. Does it load NQES at the start? Yes, it does. NQES, looking solid. We're having some kind of like small glitches when it comes to switching. The glitch comes from switching between the environments. Like whenever we go from a futures ticker to an equities ticker, it actually has to switch to two different modes of the platform. It's because they're both two different environments, and it's very challenging to go from like one to the next and back. There's a couple of glitches that we're still trying to like fix out that keeps happening sometimes. We need to create a futures monthly maps conversion. All right. What do you guys think? Are they gonna make it easier for colorblind people? I remember you sent me a message about it. You know, the chart itself, you can change your own colors and stuff. I remember you said like, can we change these things to make it easier? You don't need the colors for that. If there's an arrow, then you just know it's active or it was active. So this is like DD band break to the upside S&P. That's not true. Hold on. Speaking of rules, are y'all's flagged on or is that just stuck in my platform? Speaking of rules, does y'all say break to the upside? Y'all's is glitched. Let me see if it's flagged over here. Hold on. That's weird. And then Z. Yeah. All right, I'll let him know about that too. We're just cleaning up. Like right now, we're looking at all the like final remaining glitches that we're seeing, like graphical glitches and stuff. That's a glitch. But to answer your question, we could make it to where we can go where you can go like create your own colors and stuff everywhere. That's a huge project. Obviously, we would serve a few people to like, you know, especially your colorblind. We make that accommodation pretty much everywhere. Except for here, you don't have a way to modify the text here. In the meantime, you don't really need colors. If there's an arrow, then you know it's flagged. Up means broken up, down means broken down. And so if you can't distinguish the difference between the two colors, like if one's red and one's green, green won't have an arrow. Hopefully help you out. If there's an arrow, then you assume it's red or yellow. And you shouldn't be able to like, yellow you should see, right? I'm just double checking that you're good on yellow. We try to, when we design this stuff, we try to think of being able to accommodate everybody. So the original thought, whoever was talking about it, you got my attention for one minute. Speak up, or I'm changing the subject. Who was it that said that? I'm counting 30 seconds. Oh, Mike. Hey, it was Mike. Okay. So Mike, can you see right here? Can you see the difference between yellow and green? All you see is red. You guys are terrible. All you see is green, red. Are y'all trolling me? You have to look really hard. Can you see the difference between yellow and green colors? That's just my question to you. Yellow and green, there's not really a yellow-green colorblind. Mike, Jamali, can you see the difference between yellow and green in general? Mike Jamili. Person's asking about it. 90% of you are not Mike Jamali. I'm sure like only 10% of you guys are Mike Jamali. I don't know how half you guys trade. Y'all can't follow instructions. I swear to God. Y'all freaking degens, man. I can't see his answer. Green isn't vivid enough for you to tell. Oh, it's not vivid enough for you to tell. Okay, so you're just blind in general, I guess. Like your eyesight is just bad in general. We should probably make it bigger, not different colors, right? Half of you guys can't trade. Y'all are so funny. So we should make it so we can make it bigger, right? Is that what you're asking? Bigger might help. Hold control and zoom in. It's in a browser. So that might be able to help you if you need to do that. If you can't tell the difference between yellow and green, I don't know what color combination we would be able to make for you to be able to pick it. But you can zoom in on the browser by holding control in the border and like making it as big as you want. Hopefully that helps. So our original accessibility, we could go through and make it to where you guys can customize every single color in this platform. It's a huge project though. On this, when we think of everything we design it, the thought here is if you can't see the difference in the colors, the arrow will clue you in that something's there. If there's no arrow, it's green. If there's no arrow, the light is green. If there is an arrow, it's either yellow or red. So people shouldn't be able to have problems distinguishing yellow versus red. If you do, then that's a unique thing I've never heard of. So the idea is colorblind people should be able to distinguish what the alert is. This is no arrows, so these are all green. This one is not red, so it's yellow. Red means it's currently active. Yellow means it triggered and it untriggered, but this is also a bug. This should also be green today. This is a bug. So hopefully that's good. If it's too small, you can zoom in. We can't make it bigger because you can make it bigger. You don't have to wait for us to do it. Like if we made it bigger, then everyone else could have the customization to make it smaller. But we built it in a browser so that you guys could be able to make it as big or as small as you want. To support any sort of resolution, 4K monitors, 2K monitors, the browser choice was allowed for that flexibility. Slightly fatter green line, slightly fatter matte. We could make the alerts bigger as well, or the text bigger, but I think everything is kind of like balanced with itself. So if you do just scroll in, like everything scales equivalently, the text all gets bigger, like across the board. So you can make them all bigger, all smaller. But yeah, the red and green is obviously an issue with some people because of the red-green colorblind. About 10% of men are red-green colorblind. So the candles, our candles aren't necessarily like red and green. If you actually look at them, they're more like orange and mint. They're like an orangey color and a mint color. So this should help with people with red-green colorblind because this has a lot of yellow in it and this has a lot of blue in it. So we kind of made it red and green without making it red and green. But it should still be red and green enough, but not too red and green that people can't distinguish. And even if you can, if you have issues, you can actually go to the chart layout and in the chart itself change a lot of the colors. You can go here to the settings. And on the settings tab, you guys should have the ability to change all your liquidity map stuff. Like this is all your liquidity map defaults. I made them all gray and dark gray, again, for colorblind folks by default. And then you can change like all the hedge pressures were blue and orange. There's not a lot of blue and orange colorblind out there. So all of our color scheme originally was chosen to service people that were colorblind as well. But some things, yeah, there will still be some red and green because trading platforms are freaking so red and green you'd think it's Christmas. Just right click, go to settings, and you can change the default color scheme to the actual chart itself here. Save your template, save the chart layout, save your overall layout, and then you should be good. Your color blindness, you find it difficult to see colors on the platform. Yeah, that's the thing. So you have the flexibility to change most of the colors here. In any of the indicators like resilience or any of them, you can actually click the gear and you can change the colors yourself down here. In the indicator liquidity map, you can click here. You can change some of the colors like I showed you here, but you can also go to the general settings, like it's not like the older school way of doing this, and change everything at once. Liquidity maps, monthly maps, change your colors. You have hex values here. On the borders of the platform, we don't really have much color. This is all monochrome, you know, whites and grays. Over here, yeah, the only thing that does have color, I guess, is this. These are yellow and blue, so at least you guys should be able to see them pretty good. I would hope so. These are just smaller versions of the resilience down here. I don't think we can't change these colors and you can't change these colors. But other than that, everything else, I think we made it to where you can modify it. So I think in the platform, even if we did make a little small thing where you can change your alert colors, that wouldn't be too big of a change. Actually, now I look at it, it's not that big of a deal. Maybe settings on the alerts to change the color. Excellent. So see, we don't just trade here, we make a trading platform as well. I'm circling this so my developer can log in and see it. Boy, that Nasdaq's gonna sell off today. Looks like it. Y'all feel it? It's looking pretty fill the gappy. S&P is looking pretty fill the gappy again, sell offy. If you control and zoom, it makes your bag bigger. There you go. The green is too pale. Make it greener. When we get to that point, GG, and then it comes to personal taste. I can ask everybody in the group what they want colors to be, and everybody will decide what their preferences all different. The platform is disconnected. Oh, you should see this like sign up here will turn red whenever it's disconnected. So this guy right here will turn red. What's up, creative? Come down for some coffee at the daily pivot NQ. Yeah, like bring us down to that daily, baby. Let's hit it. I like to see us down in here. S&P certainly holding the fort. Tried to long close, tried to long close, tried to long close. Just kind of like, not looking like it's strong potential, but it's not selling off either. Not volatile, right? So, boy, that NASDAQ is, resilience is getting slightly lower. It's going to take all day to figure out what it's going to do. Barcoding ahead of FOMC tomorrow. I 100% agree. Yeah. I don't see any reason to chase anything big in FOMC. Yeah. I get a help for those 7 points, but I would be closing a half gap anyways. Well, oh boy. You say Fund X is a terrible Ninja connection. Ninja in general has been like iffy with some of the props. I've heard about it. The new hedge pressure and MHP model is live now on the test server. Right now, we're just verifying the accuracy of the data by testing it out, by comparing the automated model versus my model, making sure the numbers were converted correct, like the calculation is correct. Yeah, so today this is like I said, I felt like Nasdaq was toppling down. Nothing on the table here, just kind of let it die a little bit. It's looking pretty gnarly. Negative resilience has the potential to fill the gap today. I would say for here, that's why longing was kind of like a risky thing. I don't short with negative resilience, but I certainly don't long in the middle. I'll long off a half gap. I'll long off a gap fill today. That's what I look for. That's a spot. That's a spot small without the confluence. I can still trade it small if I'm really bullish. But on honesty, like days like this, like pre-Fed barcode chop days, I usually, in all honesty, I usually just sit out. Kind of be hard to guess a large continuation leading into Fed, but anything is possible, right? I'm extremely bullish. I'd like to see the Fed give us a rate cut tomorrow. We're likely to get a rate cut tomorrow. Likely to get another rate cut in 4 more weeks. 2 more this year. I'll be trading on Tradeovate for the Ninja Cup. Oh, yes, sir. Yes, sir. This market is not going to be selling off hard before Fed. That's for sure. The problem is that I'm kind of confused as to where I would enter the market anyways. I could take pivots at close. And close would be a good place to long from if I did want to long. Maybe overshoot the close a little bit. Essentially fill the gap. For me, it's all about precision, keeping my win rate high, gaining precise entries where it matters. You need to sign up for Tradeify if you have an account. It should be in your dashboard on Tradeify. So go to Tradeify, dashboard will say Tradeify Cup. And then you just go there, click it. It's its own section on the left side of your dashboard. And then you click it, and then you can register for the tournament for free. You blind monkey gold to the long side, LOL. So when you go, Buck, hey, go to your account that you actually signed up for. Click on the Tradeify Arena Cup thing, or the, whatever it's called, not the Arena Cup, the Grand Cup. Then click on Dashboard. And then it'll say you're in the Grand Cup, top center. And then it'll say your team. And then you can click your team in the drop down and then click join team. All right, this could be the long spot. The second wick candle here. It looks like the market is certainly trying to hold here. Price is getting slightly better on the S&P. Do I think that this is... Hold on, I'm trying to help my developer here. A92 yellow is also a support. I don't know, man. Today's not that day. Again, Matt's spidey senses are kicking in. Y'all are gonna be like kicking yourselves. This market dips really hard today. What do y'all think? As bullish as I have been, today's not giving me champion long signals, man. Today's giving me like sit on the sideline sort of vibes. I don't know. That's just me though. Nasdaq's having a hard time selling even though it's trying to sell right now. This is a very hard time selling. Trying to. Remember when I told you guys this morning? Does everybody here remember when I told you, because a non-volatile market, if it does sell, it doesn't just plunge. I said usually it takes 1 to 2 hours and it figures it out before it turns around. Do you guys remember I told y'all that this morning? Y'all remember that? See how it's not volatile, so it's having a hard time moving down. It doesn't move down quickly, but it definitely works its way down a lot of the time. That negative res, baby, that's an indicator if there ever was one to tell me what's going on here. Watch Nasdaq fill this gap in 960 today. Y'all be careful out there. I can't give y'all investment advice, but don't be bag holding this stuff. Yeah, clear signal for the last hour. Y'all be careful. Y'all know I train y'all. Y'all know what to do. I'm not giving you guys investment advice or anything. That negative res on Nasdaq, man. Let's fill that gap though. Great investment advice. Don't be back holding that stuff. LOL. Technically, it's not investment advice if you're prop trading. Prop trading is not considered an investment. Yes, you think about it. You give people all the sim trading advice in the world. You think about it. Everybody's paper trading. I never really thought about that. Certainly gambling advice. Is it not technically, according to the SEC, according to even the IRS, prop trades aren't considered actual trades or even taxable entities or anything like that? It's all paper. Paper's paper. Evan, the old model was just replaced by the newer model. It's got completed real-time open interest. with the rigorous Tuesday Thursday add-on. So it accounts for Tuesdays and Thursdays, the rigorous model for Tuesday and Thursday, to account for the Tuesday Thursday schedule as well. We had a lighter, like less rigorous model to quickly have something for it, but I went through and completed the model for Monday through Friday, and the real-time open interest model was the second part of it, is completed for weeklies. Really is gambling advice? I guess so, right? I guess considered gambling advice. Metamorph has the accurate answer. It's independent contractor advice. I think Nasdaq's going to fill its gap down to 960. S&P's trying to hold here with barcode into the middle. Red's looking a little better. Nasdaq very much could fill its gap. I'm not at all. I'm smart enough to know what days are good and what days are bad. Too many people out there spend way too much time chasing every single day like it matters. I've got a reputation for just sort of being the guy that just picks the good days and sits out on the shitty ones. I'm pretty good at avoiding bullshit, boring, choppy. Play some songs you're bored. What advice is Hugo getting? Oh, bro, Hugo would have full ported for three ticks. What props did you trade with an LLC? That I don't know. I'm not really sure about. I would assume all of them, but you have to ask. I'm not really sure. Everybody make sure you sign up for the Ninja Trader Arena Cup using our link, by the way. Even if you're not competing, sign up using our link. Fill up a slot. Doesn't matter. Even if you're not competing, you get a chance to YOLO for one day for a $100,000 prize, and it costs you nothing. We told Ninja Trader we'll fill it up the last 1,000 seats, and I want to show off and show that we can pull 1,000 people in that tournament. Click that link, sign up. Even if you don't compete, you're helping out somebody here who does. Just sign up and fill up a slot. That's one fewer competitor. You know, but we like everybody here to at least go make an account. And then on Monday, go out there and YOLO for free cash. I mean, that's basically what it is. The link, the bot is posting the link. If you scroll up in chat. It's also in the Discord. Hold on. Let me give it to you real quick. Sorry, I'm in the process of troubleshooting why the DD ban is flagged when it's not triggered. There's the link. Wait, Diggy does things? Wait, Chinese engineers reportedly broke a lithography machine made by the Dutch company ASML after attempting to disassemble and reverse engineer it. Is that in the news right now? Is that what's going on? But like, wait, why are they trying to reverse engineer a lithography machine? Wait, what? Wait, what's? So I'm lost here. Wait, what are you reporting? What they're trying to like? It's news from a day ago. But like, what? Why the Chinese are trying to reverse engineer a lithography process? Isn't that like a printmaking process? Like you print on stone and shit, like wood. Like something like that. They steal it. Is it? Oh, chip making. Oh, okay. Oh, I thought you were talking about like printmaking or something. I was like, that sounds cool. Is it for microchips? It's printing on paper. Yeah. So I guess a similar product, because lithography uses like, don't they use like, it's like something about, they use some kind of like oil or something in water. It's like, it's things that don't, immiscible chemicals to somehow create the graphic or the image on the layer, right? Gamma tell you not to be scared. Wait, why y'all asking Gamma for investment advice? Y'all are long? Is it for Dorito chips? That's my favorite kind of chips. You guys long this stuff? I'll be careful. He's y'all's investment advisor. You can't do investment advice. We've already went over this. I'm just kidding. What did I teach you guys? You can't give investment. Well, you can give all the investment advice you want, I guess, paper trading. So I think in 13 days, 13 trading days, I'll be the world record fund index. If I just sit still and don't do anything and just trade, like flip the accounts for 13 days, I'll be the world record holder for fund index, by the way. By the way, fund index's biggest payout in futures ever in the history of the company. It's 155. I'm at 225. I thought I was at 240. But I went and added up. I'm at 225. So all I can do is wait 30 days to take the whole thing out. 30 trading days. Is shredding your payout? No, I sent him a message about it yesterday. And let me tell you what they said. I go, I'm going to be your world record payout. And you know what they said? I texted the guy. The COO of the company. And he told me. Oh, wait, it's in Discord. Essentially, he said, oh, wait, hold on. He says, I hope you're doing well. 151,624 is the amount we've dispersed so far in a single day to a single trader. Technically, we are considering this as our highest payout for a particular trader to get this in just one day. If you can break this, then you will certainly be the record holder. I believe that you can make it. And I go, he goes, how far away are you breaking this record? I say, I've already broken it, winky face. He goes, that's incredible. Feel free to share the performance on social media. We're really excited to see this. And then I asked him a few more questions about something else. He said, thanks. So they're cheering me on. That's the second in command of the company. I'm like, I already broke it. There you go. So all I do is need to make it to the finish line to take out the entire thing. And yeah, this isn't a day I'm gonna go risk it for anything. Yeah. While trading the Tradeify competition, you can't trade your sim funded accounts. They're put on pause. Okay, so Mikey, no. Mikey, not true. When you go live in the competition, your sim is put on pause. But if you go live, you get a live account. That's the best part. You kind of want that to happen. It's not just being in the competition, by the way. Does that make sense? It's only if you progress and make it in the top 200, then they promote you to live. And when you are live with the prop, they always free as a sim funded. That's just normally how it is. You can't do sim funded and trading live together because people will arbitrage trade the two of them. So trust me, when you go live, that's exactly what you want. Live accounts they take away all the rules like consistency and all that bullshit. And you're trading real money at that point, which is what you want. Does that make sense? What do you think about Top Step? They used to be probably, they were one of the first firms. They were great for a while. Now they're just falling behind. I know I talk a lot of shit on Top Step. It's because they still walk around like they're the Coca-Cola of prop firms. They've absolutely fallen behind in value, cost per data drawdown, cost per live account. cost per time in market. Like if you put the metrics next to each other, Top Step is barely in the top 10 these days. Funded Next, My Funded Futures, even ETF have products that are better than Top Step. You get more for what you pay for. Put it all side by side. That's what we do here. Show you the data. Like, there's no reason to trade Top Step anymore. They have nothing unique that makes them stand out. The only thing they have going for them is industry trust. They've been around for a long time. Other than that, every category they lose to someone else in. What's wrong with PW? He's in 140 contracts again today. Is that a live account or is that split between a bunch of prop accounts? Like if that's like 20 accounts, he's doing 7 times 20. It's Apex. Oh, okay. So he's not trading 300. Okay, so that's not okay. Like yesterday when he was in 300, y'all were telling me 300 contracts. I thought he's putting $500,000 of risk on the table. That's stop loss. So he's just trading like Apex or something. Okay. Okay. Sim funded. Okay. So that's split between like 7 times 20. 600 contracts yesterday. But that's also what 30 or 20 accounts, right? Okay. He texted me yesterday. We were chatting yesterday about a bunch of random stuff. He texted me and I told him, I was like, dude, your 300 contract short made it through the airwaves they were talking about on the My Funded show. He's like, gotta give everyone something to talk about, baby. Like half the time when you chat with Pat, even on the side, he's still in character. Just being a goof ass. That's so funny. Just doing that. Just hitting it big, man. All right. I think this half gap is probably one chance I could probably try to take an entry from to the long side. I don't know if I do want to do it in S&P or NASDAQ. S&P's cleaning itself up a little bit. Res is looking pretty solid. I'm trying to take S&P up to fill the gap. Let's do it. Let's roll it. All right, grabbing some longs here. Longs here. I've taken, I think 9 payouts from Tradeify this month. I've been grinding out the final lap before I go live. Am I the pal of the futures trade influencer? Keep everyone on task. There you go. I'll make 100K on it. Oh, 100%, dude. He's trying to go for like, right now, you know why he's doing it, man? He's trying to push for the record that I think JadeCap has, right? He's trying to get like $1 million or something payout. I think that's why he's pushing so hard. You join the Ninja Trader comp. There you go. Yeah, everybody has to join Ninja Trader comp. It's free. And one of you lucky dice rolling degens is going to get yourself 100K by rolling the dice the right way. How about them apples, baby? All right. Project X and Fun and X. Oh, Project X is so bad. I hate it, man. I hate it. $100K for Ryan. It's gonna be yours, Ryan. I know it. 100%. I feel it, man. I feel it for you. I can feel it for you. Resilience is getting slightly better at 0. I grab a few more of these bad boys here. Let's hit it with some. Let's get some NQ to the side here. NQ, hit it good, hit it on this dip. Half gap one more time. Okay, now we wait. Now I'm comfortable longing. Things are better now. I'm liking what I see. All right, we're gonna break highs today. 36 S&P, maybe 40. Looking good. As long as RES stabilizes, Nasdaq RES stabilizes, looking pretty solid here. Bum. So, best case scenario, I think today, being good at half gap here in res, as long as it gets above 0, we should be okay. Worst case scenario, something like this in dip. I'm grabbing it pretty heavy across all my accounts, not all of them, but most of them. Not heavy, but like medium, I guess. So I've got medium or small. I felt small. Yeah. Usually small. And I'm choosing to go slightly bigger than small. Just a little bit. Like I said, this is not the strongest bet, but I'm definitely going to stick with it. I think at least today, it's not selling off. There's no volatility. Market's not being crazy. Res is getting better, which I am looking for at least a fill to there, bounce through, and then a propagation still, maybe the 69.36, maybe 40. Yes, sir. That's why, like, at the start of the day, I'm like in and out, in and out, in and out. I got to test the water, make sure it looks good. Now res just popped above 0. Now we're kosher, right? Things are good. It's perfect resistance on S&P, but now the polarity just shifted. Now we have a clean shift from bear to bull, or not bearish, but like gap fill to gap hold case, right? Right here, as long as we hold for like the next 2 or 3 minutes, we're gonna rally. So this is kind of the breaking point right there. Let me zoom in so y'all can see it. Right here, we've switched, polarity shifted to the bull side. Let's roll it. Let me do some math here to calculate this really quick. Okay. I like what I'm seeing. It's just a slow hold till the end of the day. Oh, hell yeah. Let's go. I'm getting my full 40 on gap fill from here to here on one of my big accounts. Let it ride, NASDAQ. Let it ride. Come on, fill that gap. No, 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 no. Fill that gap. Keep going. None of this. That's what I want to see here. Positive res, good support from here to there. Pop through. Test and break. Should be pretty clean from here. Good, positive res, positive res. That's some good stuff, man. I love it. The heck? Wait. Come on. No, resilience. Stay positive. Damn it. Not good. Not good to go back to being negative. It's a mini whoosh fan. We want to see the resilience stay above 0. That's the problem. This is the problem right here. Problem. The stocks are selling off. Although I probably should put it here. Not good. I just got juked out. Kind of hoping that ride would have been positive. No bueno. My Nasdaq's just a pretty good holding from that dip there. That's what I'm looking for. But now res pop negative again, so be careful this one. This actually might get pretty bad. Half gap failure. Hello, market makers. We just turned on the whoosh fan. Play on. Not the best though. Not good. Lost a key stock in the middle here. I just flipped it the other side. I want to see this get back above 0. I'm gonna go like 10 more minutes. Try one more time. All right. Come on, market. Come on, everyone out there. You guys want to buy some juicy stocks? They're really good. Come on, Wall Street, buy some stock. It's Apple, right? Yeah. I wouldn't be surprised. We had a donation earlier of 20 bucks. I had to reset the stream, so I don't know who donated it. Thank you. Reese, 2 more payouts this week. Here's another donut for the bootcamp. Literally, it's transformed your trading game. Appreciate you, brother. Love you, Reese. Reese donating 4 boot camps to the community for the next round. So let me go ahead and run those really quick. Thank you, Reese, for your donation, my buddy. 4 people can take boot camp for free. Let's go. Let me spin the wheel here while we're waiting. Where are you? Ugh. If you have not taken our boot camp yet, you're in for a treat. We don't start the new one up until January. Go ahead and type in boot camp. You guys would like to check it out. Before we do our other giveaways, let's start off with some free boot camp giveaways. All right. See my resilience numbers up there. There you go, NASDAQ. Oh, that NASDAQ's paying out good. One of my accounts is up about 10,000 bucks now. Buying that dip at half cap. The NASDAQ. Woo! 10 contracts. Woo! Just take the profit. I wanted to. All right, let me take the profit on that one and take the scalp on that guy. Let me trim down to 5 on this one and hold that one through. Actually, let me be a fucking wuss today. And NASDAQ's paying out pretty good. Let me take profit on that. Take profit on that. Take profit on that. Profit on that. Profit on. Let me close out on the NASDAQ ones. S&P, why you suck today? S&P's been sucking, NASDAQ's been crushing. Oh, let me update the screenshot here. I'm still hanging on to the S&P like a fucking bag holder I am. NASDAQ's been paying out. S&P's been stupid. S&P is the red. But anyways. The top 3, the top 4 are my funded next funded. So that balances up almost another 20G. That's just buying NASDAQ at the half cap here. S&P's been sucking balls though. I just took full profit on all the NASDAQs. I'm holding on the S&P like the shitty bag holder than I am. But at least I'm up on the NASDAQs. And that res is not positive, man. S&P's about to eat my lunch today. Playing small, going into minis. Well, okay. Well, that account, that's technically shifted higher, yeah. Those accounts, remember, those I'm going for the world record. So I'm each one of those trades is 5 to 10 a pop. Yeah. And my normal trading, or when I'm telling you guys I'm trading small, in reality, that's the intention relative to the account. That's considered small these days. Making 10 grand a day per account is the pace I'm going at now. But that's max contract size, right? So hopefully we're doing all right there. Stupid ass S&P. This is the S&Ps on the stream. Down about 2 Gs on those. The NASDAQs did fine. S&Ps not yet. So that's looking pretty garbage. The ones that are red, I'm still being a salty trader on these because S&P is just kind of being really shitty. I started longing at half cap. It's at 15, like basically right here on the other side of it with positive res. Now res is negative again. A little flip-flop on the stocks chopped me up a little bit there. All right, guys, we spin the wheel 4 times. Boot camp. You think we'll get through the half gap? I think so. I mean, Nasdaq has been great. Not gonna lie, Nasdaq's been paying the bills today. But hey, give me a nice clean, almost 50 points on 8 contracts for some 10G hot, sexy action. Now they are all 10. One of them was 10, one of them was 5, and then one of them was like 3. That's why the risk is always spread. Now remember, kids, spreading out your risk. And this one was, I think, 2. That's the trick. Like 10, 5, 3, and 2. That's basically what you're looking at. Jack, you're the winner number 1. You see what I'm saying? It's not 10, 10, 10, 10, 10. I'm not that confident in half gap trade. It's 10, 5, 2, and 1 in NASDAQ. You guys get it, right? Split, like it's trimming. Yeah. New Rocket Scooter anime theme. All right. If this is like monthly head share, it should be 10 across the board for sure. Jack. I am Jack's medulla oblongata. I am Jack running back from the bathroom because I was pissing at the wrong time. Where you at, buddy?
Lost in a sea of data, probabilities collide, edge pressure weighing down, pulling in the tide.
Chef Jim. Chief Jim. Type something, buddy. Chief Jim, you gotta type something in chat to claim your prize. Yama over here with his pom-pom cheering you guys on. Don't get scared, he says. Man, I still want to take the afternoon off today and not even stream. I feel like I just want to take the afternoon off and play my last 3 games. Get Diamond and Apex and then grind out some Battlefield all night with my boys. S&P, and again, why half my trades are S&P, the other half are NASDAQ. Sometimes the market, when it's barcoding, will just play around like that. Like, are you guys not here or something? Are the instructions not clear? You must type something in chat to claim your prize. It's always from the right place. Let's get these 2 accounts red, baby. I mean, red to green, not red. Maybe I'm wrong. You hear, Cat? Jack is here. Jack, you're too late. All right, I'll give it to you anyways now that you're here, dude. It's boot camp. It's different than the prop accounts. The prop accounts would be no mercy, Jack. You'd have to be here. But I want you guys to not, like, I imagine you're taking a leak in the other room and you're like pinching it off and like running to your computer with a wet spot in front of your pants. Like, I'm here. Captain America, you here? Where are you guys at today? You were doo-dooing? Bro, and I know how it goes. Everyone doo-doos. That's part of it. This is Jack. Howdy, Jack. I am Herrera. Captain America. I see you, broski. All right, Jack, Cap. All right. I'll give you credit, Cap, since it's boot camp. Nobody should be denied education. Although, for prop accounts, if you miss the buzzer, we respin it. We still along? Yeah, I am. Ugh. Signals are getting slightly better, but man, it's not my favorite looking trade today. Maybe I'm wrong. How y'all doing today? Kind of a rough day for some people. Y'all do me a favor though. Speaking of taking a leak, you mind show me your P&L if you don't mind. Sometimes, you know, I like to get a little friendly here. We're not shy. We're friends here on the stream. We're family almost. And family are okay at looking at each other's P&Ls. It's what brothers do. And sisters. Girls have P&Ls too. Sometimes big ones. Not just a guy thing. So, you know, stick your hand in your pocket and pull it out. Show me what's in that wallet. Where are my ladies at? Don't be shy. And show me your P&L. It's okay. This is a P&L measuring contest. Whose is bigger? Who's got a better curve? Who's been in the trade longer? Well, I'm a mix of green and red. I long NASDAQ at the bottom. I long S&P here. Here failed. Here failed. Here closed out early. Waited for this. Now here failing. C, Captain America, Jack, and then one more. Boring ass day. I can just take my losses on S&P and just call it. Gockberg, Dogan. In S&P, you suck today, man. Nasdaq's paying out pretty good. S&P being stupid. All right, Captain, C, Gockberg, Dogan. I'll spend one more time because I'm going to give out an extra one for Jack. Nice. It sounds so... Ladies, don't be shy. Show me your P&L. If I ever said that at the bar, how would you feel? A little invasive? Or would you be like, I made 20K today, bitch? Okay, C, Captain America, Jack, Gok, Burke, I can't remember your name. Dogan? I'm trying to go from memory here. Ninja, Nitai. Oh, I did remember it. Gokberg Dogan. Look at that. Look at my memory. Look how good I am. And then Ninja. All right, you guys have to go to the Discord and talk to Slacks or admin in the contest channel. He'll hook you up. In the meantime, let's give away 5 FundedX accounts to celebrate FundedX's awesome brand new promotion. They have no consistency on legacy once funded. Now, the first time ever, and I mean ever, does a prop firm have no consistency, no DLL, and uncapped payouts on a single account. All right. What's your mom's maiden name? Yeah, whip it out. Show me your birth certificate too. Show me that P&L. Now whip it out. Man, we've had so much fun on this. The stream of this last year has been so crazy with all the fun, the fun stuff that we've got going on. All right. All right. I hate that I'm back holding this S&P bullshit. Not making me feel good. Keep typing in fun next, guys. Oh, where the music goes. Sorry about that. Play one more song while we're chilling. We haven't heard this in a while, but do me a favor, hit the like button, guys. I miss the old school songs, right? This is always a classic. All right, guys, get that fun and X typed in, baby. Let's go. Why is S&P suck so much today? Resilience Baron 0. Finally. S&P, can you stop sucking so much, please? Yeah. My S&P gotta be so terrible today. All right, guys. We made 5 of these bad boys here today. Yo, I made this jalapeno cheddar bread today from scratch. Even the jalapenos, man, she pickled from scratch too. From my garden from like last year. So I grew the jalapenos. She pickled them, then she made the cheese bread. Oh my gosh, so good. Narendra. Why does S&P hate me today though? It's not the strongest looking trade, but I don't think we're gonna sell off. Nasdaq's been paying the bills where it matters. Like I said, I think I've gotten 9 payouts from Tradeify this one, 8 or 9. Let me double check. Don't quote me on this. Payouts history. In October, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8. 8 payouts in October. I'm getting to the finish line here with the going live at Tradeify. Why does market hate me so much? Why does S&P hate me so much? Damn, it counts down $2,000. We have some new songs from the songwriting contest. Feel free to start submitting. We're gonna do a brand new contest starting beginning of the year. By the way, don't forget ETF is having, and we're gonna do our daily ETF giveaway. By the way, ETF is having their quote unquote beat the beast, but it's a different name. It's called they do that every maybe like a couple times a month. Oops, let me go here. It's like Beat the Beast, but it is called Boss Round Challenge with ETF. We're about to give away a direct to funded account with ETF. 250K expert is only 99 bucks. If you make 20K profit today, you pass today. Basically, you can have a 1-day pass. You don't have to pay for the 1-day pass add-on. You get it for free. So basically, if you get to the profit target in 1 day, you can pass it in a day. Time in market is the biggest squeeze out rule any prop firm has to keep you in the market longer. Passing in a day is fantastic. You do these challenges every once in a while. So that just to kind of give you an opportunity to check it out. It's when most people do check out ETF is when they have a 90% off sale or these Beat the Beast. It's pretty cool. It's only from 9:30 until 12. So you guys have literally 40 minutes left to get the purchase in. And then you have to make profits between 9:30 and 12. So essentially you got 40 minutes to do it. If you didn't already do it, it's a very small time event. Make sure you just come for the next one when they do it. They do it all the time. And whenever I announce it in the mornings, like I've made it a couple announcements today, you got to get in early. And then if you pass in a day, you pass in a day, which is kind of cool. Okay. Some song submissions here. We got some new songs coming out, baby. Let's see what we got here. Song submission.
Look at the scooter, let's go.
Yo, Rocket Scooter Anime Dance Dance Revolution.
Dance on top, running to bulls on bottom. DD ratio is more than half.
There you go. Difference on Rapid and Legacy accounts. Rapid is a 4-day to pass with a small payout that you get bigger each time and go uncapped. And then Legacy, or is it bigger? Is Rapid bigger each time or is it the same each time? After so many payouts, you go uncapped. But Rapid is like smaller payouts. I think it's like bigger each time, right? It's bigger each time, right? You guys that do the rapids. Is it the same each time? Oh, that's right. I'm sorry. Scale is bigger each time. Rapid is the same. Dude, I get so confused. Rapid is the same every time, then after so many payouts, you go uncapped. Legacy is 8 days to pay out, but it's uncapped. So Legacy is like going for a big ass payout in a chunk. Rapid is like quicker, smaller payouts. The Rapid is a more popular account, by the way. It's 1,500, right? The 50Ks, yeah, it's 1,500. I always get that and the scale confused, man. I have so many numbers floating in my head all the time. I always get them confused. Rapid is the same every time. 500 feature scale gets bigger every time. It scales. Maybe I have to remember it that way. That was hilarious. We have a new Whip It Out song, according to Mike. I'm kind of scared to play it, knowing that it's Mike. So let's play it.
Whip it out. Whip it out. Whip it out. Whip it out. Hey!
I'm always scared and enjoy it at the same time to play one of Mike's songs. Mortal Kombat.
LMA.
What the hell, S&P? Why do you suck so much today? Red's still good enough to hold. Tech is carrying today. Nasdaq paid out, S&P didn't. Let me trim to 3. And let me add here on S&P in 2 accounts, 3 each. I'm gonna try one more time at S&P in 2 of these, like 2 of these Fund and X, the new ones I bought. They're 0 right now. Let's buy 3 in each on 2 and keep the 3 here on this one. I'm gonna add to the one here. 3 and 0. Moneymaker aspiration.
Help this man. Watch this zombies trade. You look like you work at Burger King.
You work. What was the other one too? It was like, it's not like you work at Arby's or whatever. Mike is like an endless source of entertainment on the stream, dude. The songs are bangers, man. You're working out right. It's actually not a really bad song to work out to, right? This literally sounds like every solid core class I've ever been to. Every F45 I've ever worked out at. Here's a Halloween theme song called The Rocket Scooter Reaper by Sir Darb.
When the market sleeps, when greed runs deep and silence creeps,
I like the Thriller open, that's kind of cool.
they call him the Rocket Scooter Reaper.
You know, there's not a lot of Halloween songs. Remember that episode of Family Guy? When Stewie and Brian were writing Halloween songs, there's not a lot of them. There's like Monster Mash, which is pretty much it, and Thriller. There's like 2 Halloween songs, basically. This could be the 3rd one. Ice Sick. Scooby-Doo theme song. Yeah, I guess. Spooky. Oh yeah, spooky, scary skeletons. That is true. That's classic. Where are you guys at, you winners? I haven't seen you guys typing in chat. S&P is whooping my ass today. Again, these B setups, which don't have a lot to go off except for resilience, and it's right on the edge of being like positive. So I always bet to the bull side when it's at 0. Aria. How many is that? 4? Dang. One more, baby. After this, what platform is the 9% profit split? 2 days to pass or less per affiliate? No consistency rule. 2 days to pass or less. And 90%. I find it as 80. Top step is 90, I think. Button X is 1 day to pass with 0 split, though. Answer your question. Funded X Rapid Fabian is 1 day to pass 100% split. So Funded X is the best in that category. Top Step, I think, is 2 day to pass 90% split with 5K cap. Funded Futures is 2 day to pass 80% split. You want a quick pass, Funded X can't be beaten. That's the one, the Rapids. It's 1 day to pass. Gil Morera. Man, Tops is gonna eat my lunch today. I mean, Tops. I got Tops at my ex. I'm talking about it. I made a post like why Fun and X is beating Tops up. Freaking S&P is eating my lunch today. I swear to God. Is that everybody? All right, cool. So you guys are going to get 50K rapid accounts with Fund and X. We're celebrating the brand new Fund and X legacy sale that they're doing. So I wish I could give away some legacies, but all I have is rapids to give away for this time around. So the why you gotta suck? Oh my God, S&P today. Why you gotta suck balls like this? You're hurting my feelings, man. You really are. You hurt my feelings today. Negative res, plunging again. You better get back in that gap or I'm gonna have to close the position out. One more time here. Let's add some fresh accounts. I'm just playing some of these new evals I bought, so that's kind of nice. Keep it nice and light. Not even anything funded. So if I get back, I'm not adding it until we get back above. I'm actually contemplating closing out. I'm not losing anything important, that's for sure. Except for this one. This is the only one I really care about. Everything else I'm touching are just evals. Boy, that volume was crazy. Damn, that volume's crazy. Look at that. Res, a telltale sign today, went negative again right here in the middle. So I think we're getting smashed here. This account's down like 3K now, 14 and 12, so 2.7. I'm still going to hang on to it. Let me add fresh in some of these accounts here, some evals. So I don't really care because these are like dirt cheap evals. I'm just going to play it anyways. I'm not going to trade any of my funded stuff right now, which is good. Sitting on the sidelines with all the bigs here. Let's pop some of these evals. Same thing. So I bought like 6 evals yesterday. Let's just pop them. Let them ride. All right, I'm longing a bunch of evals here. I've got like a lot of them long now. If I blow up, I blow up. Evals I don't care about too much. I'll be more willing to take the risk on just the eval side for these sale accounts. Not going to trading my funded ones. Like I said, I was very suspicious about the long side to begin with. So once I got that big trade here, I've just kind of been chilling for now. I've been adding as the market's been dipping to here. So here on the overshoot and here at the bounce, I put some S&Ps on again and some fresh evals that I bought yesterday with the new no consistency rule, which looks nice. Okay, ETF guys. Every single day, Elite Trader Funding is giving a funded account to this community, which is blowing my mind. Like every day, that's fantastic. One funded trader created per day on the Rocket Suiter stream with Elite Trader Funding. Direct to funded accounts. You guys, I've had people message me after a year of trading and say, I finally got my first funded account. That's how hard it is. Some people are like, you know, I've been, you know, sim, then funded, then sim, then funded, and I've never got a payout. And after 2 years, I finally got a payout. I got a message like that yesterday. Like, thank you for the boot camp and everything. I finally got a payout. I'm like excited to hear stuff like that. To NASDAQ today. Who is NASDAQ half gap scalping today? 2 times in a row. Res isn't even positive enough for this. That's fucking crazy. All right. Well, anyways. So Elite Trader Funding has a directive funded program. You are immediately funded if you win this contest every day at the same time we have this contest. Right about 11:30 we do it. You are funded immediately. Get rid of all the psychology of trying to pass an eval just to get the funded. You're funded from day one, so the pressure's off. The directed fundeds are kind of nice in general. I've traded the Tradeify straight to fundeds for a while. It's a whole different ball game to not have to deal with the eval and pass eval. Then you're wasting your time sim trading just to go funded. Directed funded from day one. All you got to do is make it to your profit target, meet their consistency rule, and that's pretty straightforward from there. Get your payout. Directed fundeds are more of a regimented plan rather than a swing for a home run kind of plan. Directed funded is actually simulating a real account where you're trading like over a certain period of time to get a payout, but then there's no like 3-day, 4-day, 5-day eval sort of process like some firms might have. It's a very cool program for the psychology of getting out of the eval side and just going direct to funded. It's really nice. So those of you, type in ETF, boys and girls, because it's time to give away one of these. And it's also time for a liquidity target. It's now Latin night and the Rocket Scooter headquarters. I'll be right back.
Bulls on bottom, arriba let go. Liquidity pocket, fuego puro flow. Rocket scooter, we're trading ball. Half got by, vamos por el oro. Liquidity pocket vale. Ole, ole, ole. Liquidity pocket vale. Vamos, vamos, hey. Liquidity pocket vale. Ole, ole, ole. Liquidity pocket vale. Vamos, vamos, hey. Person to cuidado, mi amor.
Currently, Elite Trader Funding is also having 70% off sale of the beginner and expert accounts. which is the static account. ETF is the best static account in the business, by the way. If you guys are trading prop firms and you're having a hard time passing like trailing drawdowns, end of the day drawdowns, a static is one that has a drawdown that doesn't trail with you. It's one fewer rule to have to mess with. And they have one that has a big fat $2,000 static balance, which is actually better than just about every account out there as far as like simplicity of passing relative, right? These are all hard to pass, to be honest with you guys. But statics are much easier than anything, than my funded futures and even funded next. They're hard whenever the drawdown trails, harder. Static, very easy to pass. Relative, easier, sorry. Dude, what is with this market today? SB hates my guts, man. Right now I'm just fucking around with some evals, and this is the serious account I've got on the table. One of my straight to fundeds. So I got all these evals I bought that I'm just throwing longs at. Not strong enough for me to risk anything in the funded side of things, so I'm good there. All right, guys. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. On direct to funded, there's no activation fee. There's activation fee on the other accounts, but they have the model of like 80% off, 90% off sales. So the cool thing about the activation fee model with them is that you really only pay full price once you pass. Usually there's like a 90% off sale or an 80% off sale or something. Liquidity pockets. What the hell is going on today with Res? What a weird freaking day. All right. If we get back above here, I'm going to long in one of my funded accounts as well on open. Burton, you are the winner today. All right. So the 6 winners, let me tell you guys how to claim your prize. Congrats, man. You are now a funded trader with ETF. How exciting is that? Those of you that have won a prize today, contest is over, at least for now. Go to the Discord in the description below, my Discord. Go to the contest channel in that Discord. Message an admin named Slacks with a screenshot of your YouTube ID. Make sure you have an account already with Funded Next and with ETF. He will give you instructions on how to claim your account. You have an hour to send that message or you forfeit your prize. Congrats to the winners. This price action sucks. This really sucks. I'm kind of stuck in this position hoping that stocks bump above half cap. Fake slacks hangs dong. Like the music is very loud right now. Are you kidding? That's like such a soft sound. Maybe earlier when I'm spinning the wheel. What's that music called? Spanish flamenco. I think that's more like I don't know we just call it salsa music down here. I don't know what the name of that, or salsa dancing where you dance to. I don't know the name of it. Flamenco maybe is like that Spanish. Is there an actual? It's more like flamenco style. Cubano. Very, I would say it has a Cuban sound to it. Like very like. That's music that when you go salsa dancing in Houston, that's always the style you hear. Flamenco. Flamenco is from Spain, not flamingo with a G. Y'all are saying it with the C or with the G. It's not flamingo, not the bird. It's reggaeton is like bum 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 bum. It has that beat to it. So it's not. It wasn't that. It's flamenco with the C. It's not the G. The G is the bird. Flamenco is the style. Yeah. Like, you know, the Spanish acoustic guitar. Do the private videos on our paid subscription. Okay, so the boot camp that we have is free if you use the trading platform. So Rocksuit is a trading platform, by the way. There is a boot camp that you can take, which is a 20 class trading class, which is free if you're using this trading platform. If you're just a member of the public that wants to come in and take some of the classes, it's $1 a class. They teach, yeah, they teach everything, Rocket Scooter and everything, my trading style, everything. I had somebody asking me today, like, on Twitter, oh, well, you know, I want to survey all mentors and trading coaches, blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, and people that sell a course, like, I don't really sell a course. And they were very confused. So what's this $4,000 thing? I'm like, oh, it's software. Well, what's this $20 thing? Well, yeah, it's the boot camp. It's $20. Well, I'm an employee of Rocket Scooter. You guys want to know something? I don't actually take a salary from Rocket Scooter. I don't know if y'all knew that. I literally work for the company for free. Everything Rocket Scooter makes goes back into Rocket Scooter. I literally take zero salary for the company. All this time, people are like, you know, course sellers and all that shit out there make money selling courses. You know, I don't. Rocket Scooter just funds itself, and the money that it makes continues to invest in itself after it pays the partners. You know, like Slacks gets a salary. You know, I don't get a salary from Rocket Scooter. I don't know if you guys knew that. But I own the company. Yeah, I do. But I don't take distribution either. We reinvest my distribution back in the company every month. By the way, Machine, what's up, dude? CEO, yes, sir. So I'm not. That's not like, I'm not even twisting the words around the like I take money, but I'm not saying I take money. I don't even, my distribution goes back into the company. So I reinvest every dollar Rocket Scooter makes that's owed to me as like profit back into the company. My job is to expand it. So every month Slacks gets a raise. Slacks got a raise a couple months ago. Yeah, people that work for the community or work for the company, they actually just get paychecks, like normal paychecks. The video editors, the marketing people, the programmers, all the developers, Slacks, customer service, everybody gets paid a salary. I don't get a weekly paycheck. All I get is my share of the shares, and I elect to donate it back to the company every single time. So, believe it or not, I literally work for free for Rocket Scooter. Most people are like out there slaving away to sell a trading class. I had to tell somebody, yeah, the $20 that is made pretty much pays salaries. It's designed to support itself. It's like a collective sort of thing. I don't actually pay myself from the company. Pretty much every business owner kind of works for free, right? Yeah. Of course, it's always a Cole's cash. But just as a fun little trivia, you guys might think Rocket Scooter, you know, it does very well, by the way, but we're constantly, every time we get a bump, we constantly expanding. It accumulates a lot of cash, that's for sure, but it stays there. It's got a big budget now to keep expanding on its own accord. Right now, we're trying to save money to expand massively with the marketplace. So I had to debate with somebody today. I'm technically not a course seller because I'm not profiting off the endeavor. I don't get a paycheck. I don't take a distribution, nothing. I literally work for free. Yeah, Rocket Scooter is my baby. Yes, sir. What does it take to work for me here? Dude, a lot of you guys here would be perfect employees here. The problem is right now, we're not hiring for Rocket Scooter yet. We're not hiring for the company yet, but we will be for the marketplace when we push that live next year. So all of our efforts going into getting that ready to push live. Use Rocket Scooter for evals. You can't for trading. You can't trade evals in here. You can just use it for like your general analysis. Yeah. You're always impressed with how on top of everything Slacks is. Oh man, he's good, man. You don't know how he keeps up with it. He's very motivated by his salary. I pay him very well. He does. He does. He's very well taken care of. That probably motivates him a lot. Rocket Scooter in Asia. I'm interested. What you got? What does live mean? What do you mean by live? Live in a prop firm sense means you're trading with real money. Yeah, plus Slacks lives upstairs in the attic. Him, and he parks his trusty toad in the garage. Every time he knows kick some ass, he wheels that toad out to hop to Bake Matt's castle to kick him in the nuts. You know, his name is Slacks is like a tongue-in-cheek because he's the opposite of a slacker. Oh yeah, that's right. He doesn't have garage privileges. I do make him park his toad on the street. I was lying. Whoa, and it goes full circle. Slacks rides a Harley, and now we've solved the problem. Now we figured it out. Oh, he's the one that's been secretly seeing iDoc and leaving the Harley keys on my desk. I see. I see. I knew it. But yeah, so many have always said, you know, why do you, when you ask people like why you teach a course, why you teach a membership? Yeah, I'm actually anti-course and mentorship too and stuff. Like people charge a lot of money to make money selling training education. But then people go, but Matt, don't you do it too? I was like, well, technically speaking, we do have a class. Technically speaking, we do sell a software. But technically speaking, this isn't an enterprise that's paying my lifestyle. As a matter of fact, the goal of Rocket Scooter is to generate stuff to make it bigger, to generate to make it bigger, to generate to make it bigger, and expand and make it this coolest, biggest thing ever. It hasn't been a source of income for me. It's more of just it's almost run kind of like a nonprofit in a way where whatever is made is cycled back into the cost sort of thing. So Are my eyes getting tired from trading every day? Yeah, man, I might have to quit, dude. Trading is so hard on my eyes. I might have to stop doing it. Yeah, I'm long ES on the Dom, like bag holding this stupid shit, waiting for it to turn up. I always bet to the longs anyways. Nasdaq has been paying the bills though, which I'm extremely excited about. Nasdaq has been making me very happy today. S&P has been just stupid and mean. This account on the screen is down about 2K. The S&Ps were kicking my ass. Nasdaq was working at half cap pretty fine. And right now, I'm just slamming it in all these zeros right here. These are all evals that I bought from the sale. So I don't care if I blow them up because they're the evals from the sale. The goal is to get as many evals passed as possible with the no consistency. So iDoc takes care of my eyes every night. Oh yeah. How much money have I made from trading? Oh God, I can't even count. Like, how much? So I have like 18 streams of revenue, right? Between all the things I do. Between all the things I do, I pull in over $1 million a month in all my endeavors in life. Trading is part of that pot. Only from trading? I don't know. I don't fucking know. My lifetime? I couldn't count. I've been trading for 15 years. I don't have a running tally of how much I've made over the course of my life. Now just in prop, I can go look right now in props. In props, I'm up like 70 something thousand in payouts from Tradeify. I've made close to 100,000 payouts in my funded and ETF combined. I'm about to take a 100 and, well, I guess if I did the whole thing, 200 and something thousand payout from funded next in the next 2 weeks. Granted, I don't blow it up. So that's just this year in props alone. So whatever that is, $500,000. And just prop, that's just prop trading. Is it profit for me? What is it profit? I don't, dude, is English not your first language? I'm very confused. Is it profit for you? Or are you just asking me something? Is it profit? You mean, am I profitable, or are my business enterprises profitable? Can you rephrase that, buddy? I'm just trying to figure out what you're asking. Do I got a lucky girlfriend, brother? Nah, dude, I'm lucky. Trust me. I'm the lucky one of the two. Should you add your long? Is your next question going to be asked to borrow $10? I'm getting very awkward. This conversation is making me very awkward. Are you about to ask to borrow $10? Is that what you're going at? I have 10 tortillas. I got a whole fridge full of tortillas, dude. You're starting making me uncomfortable, man. I feel like I'm at the bar, and I feel like the way you're talking to me, I can feel your breath on my neck. Me profit. Bro, like, I'm just trying to enjoy my beer here. He's like, I can feel you breathing on me, you know? Like, step back a little bit. I'm just kidding. Well, of course, in my lifetime, I don't really keep track of how much I've ever made. It's certainly many millions. I'm not really sure exactly how many. But it's definitely, I mean, 15 years, it's added up a lot. Where do I post the winners of giveaways? We don't post them anywhere. We just, if you win them, you go message Slacks, he gives you the account. We keep a log of all the winners, but we don't post the winners. You have to be on the stream to win. So, jalapeno breath. He's been eating iDoc's bread. It's pretty tasty. All right. Fucking NASDAQ. NASDAQ. Winning the day. So I added 5 contracts in one of my Fund and X accounts. Not all of them, just one of them that was the funded level, and then all the other evals. So all the other evals are long right here at the stip on S&P. I'm just gonna try to pass those guys. Resilience is still negative. I'm gonna take what I can get though. Look at that NASDAQ giving us that juice today. Should I just be like a big baller and hold the half gap or what? I could take this out. This is $1,800 on this account in the funded one. I'm so scared because resilience is negative. I'm counting my blessings here. I'm going to take profit on that. I'm going to take profit on this funded one. So I had 5 contracts long on one of my funded ones, and I grabbed basically like these 8 or 9 points. Took profit out. Res is still negative, so half gap's my target. Look at that NASDAQ running up there, baby. I like it. Hang on the half. You know what? I'm going to trim these down to 1 contract each. Hold as runner. All right. A negative res, man. That ain't fun. All right, let me give you guys a tally. I got runners on some of these S&Ps. I've trimmed them mostly down to like 1. This one, I'm gonna trim this down to 1 as well. Negative res just doesn't have me going heavy on this. All right, so I put some P&L on the board here, a little bit more. I know you gotta watch me dig out some of this red here. Not bad, not bad. Build up with some more greens. The top, these 4 are funded. For the total funded balance is up 20,000. The rest of the evals, actually I still have 2 I haven't touched yet. And then these are still upside down because the S&P has been stupid today. At 4,000, one of my Tradeifys is down about 4,000. That's my limit. I don't like to lose more than 4,000. I usually pull the plug. This one on the screen is down 2,200 bucks. Why are the indices are inching up? Oh, resilience is down. Resilience has nothing to do with the direction of the price. Resilience has to do with the probability that the index lands here versus here. If resilience is negative, then the index is going to land inside of here, which is why I'm trimming out heavily just on that pop. I'm not betting that we end up here because res is negative. It doesn't control direction. It controls the S&P tracking the stocks underneath it. If the stocks are below the dashed line as a whole, the S&P should be below the dashed line. Does everybody see how, like, if you look at resilience, it kind of looks like the S&P chart in a way. While resilience is slightly below dash, S&P is slightly below dash. Does that make sense? Resilience is a stock gap fill predictor, or it's an S&P gap fill predictor based on a stock aggregate of stocks fluxing through redistribution zone, which is the space between yesterday's close and today's open, the gap. Example, SPY closed here yesterday, SPY open here today. The S&P is tracking the underlying stocks, or SPY is, and the futures are tracking underlying stocks. Resilience is going to tell you if the net sum of market cap of underlying stocks is fluxing through this part of the gap or through that part of the gap, and only looks at the gap. And then it looks at the implied value of where the stocks will be if it fills the gap, then recalculates the implied value of the S&P. If current value is different than the implied value, then resilience will show a value above or less than 0. Resilience below 0 is telling you that the futures are priced higher than the net sum of the stocks. Therefore, futures should technically come down or at least maintain below half gap to accurately track the stocks in the underlying. It's an arbitrage indicator, not a trend indicator like somebody said. So it's a probability confluence thing. Your probability is much higher that the S&P is here rather than here because RES is negative. Remember at the start of the day when resilience went negative at the half gap and I did not long there when I normally would? SPY instead filled its gap this way and so did futures. And now futures are trying to rally, but we don't have the confluence on the indicator. Only in NASDAQ is it doing okay. And so remember, the NASDAQ futures can get ahead of the stocks, which is kind of what you're seeing. It can just trade a little faster than the stocks inside of it, which again, NASDAQ is now stocks are catching up, but S&P not as much. It's my favorite indicator in the history of indicators. It's really good. If resilience became positive right now, I would long it to 25. I would add more to the long yes. The only reason I trimmed down was because resilience is still negative. So the original trade at half gap here, when RES was slightly better, when we're tapping it again, it's slightly worse. So we don't have as much stock market cap participating in the move up now as we did earlier. So it's less likely to break the highs while I trim down. Doesn't mean it can't. Remember, stock market's random. It's just less likely. That's why I'm trimming down to runners and just accepting the loss. Take a little bit of risk in case it goes, but not taking a lot of risk because the indicator's going against me, right? I follow the tools more than anything. Yes, sir. Is resilience an indicator available on TradingView? Only Rocket Scooter. TradingView couldn't even power it if it wanted to. It's a very complex tool that we have to crack our own version of TradingView to be able to do it. Indicator is called resilience. It is a gap fill predictor of the index. It's trying to guess if the index is going to gap up and go or gap up and fade by watching the stocks and what they're doing on their gaps. Yes, sir. It's inside of our platform. So we like all the cool the tools that we've made, these cool tools. You guys like them? We had to build our own trading platform to put it in because the current trading platforms don't have the sophistication to be able to analyze this much data as needed to aggregate 500 stocks at once. You can't necessarily write an indicator in Pine script that'll do that. To look at options data and create hedge pressures, you couldn't even do that because TradingView doesn't even have options data. So we bought, we purchased a license from TradingView to white label their charting, and then we have our own cracked version of their platform that can actually do our stuff with our own coding language on the server. It can do everything. When I say $1 million a month is all of my enterprises, all the stuff I do. Well, like I said, I have 18 streams of revenue this year. I've completely ramped up over the last year and a half. So I'm like continuously prodding and pushing and investing in new things, building new things and trying new things. And this year really ramped up with the prop world and the prop space. Do I do my own coding? I do. For the platform, I hire a development team. I coded all of the indicators myself. Hedge pressure, I coded it myself. Resilience, I coded it myself. DD bands, risk interval, all of that. Yellow line, I've coded all of those myself. The platform, no, I'm not that good of a coder. I'm pretty good, but I'm not like that good. I would say that like an average person would see my code and think I'm really gifted as a coder. But a professional coder would see my code and think I was probably 4 out of 10 if you were to give me a ranking. Like, I'm self-taught. I've been coding since I was 12, but nowhere close to being a professional by any means. I know enough to read somebody's code and go through a code review, and I can read code and know what they're trying to say or do. But could I sit there and code like a sophisticated trading platform myself? Absolutely not. I've been trading futures since 2014-ish, 14 or 15. Bruton, what's up, dude, man? Thanks for coming and saying hey. You're stopping by. Haven't been able to get in the boot camp, so tune in when you can. Well, awesome, man. I'm glad you're here, bud. Am I mentioning meeting with NinjaTrader? Would I possibly be putting our platform on Ninja? Very possible. Very possible that Rocket Scooter's tools will become an add-on in the NinjaTrader ecosystem. Like I said, NinjaTrader and Rocket Scooter are now forming a very solid relationship, whereas our tools could be available inside of Tradeovate, inside of Ninja, but as an add-on. That's the conversation we're gonna have. You can't now again, we have to have an API connected to the platform to send our calculations forward. We can't program this kind of stuff inside of their platform. The talks we will have, yes. How did I learn all of this stuff? Which part? Trading, programming, Python for the indicators. Yes, sir, Python. That's correct. Python does all the math. Then all of our stack is React, Node.js. MongoDB. So I started coding when I was 12. I have a coding background, kind of, but in school, my degree's in chemical engineering, and I double majored in chemistry and bio, and I dropped out of bio my senior year to go be an engineer. I didn't want to be a doctor anymore, so I double majored. I taught myself coding when I was 12. I started learning Turbo Pascal was the first coding language I learned, and then I learned pretty much C#, C++, Fortran, MATLAB, all, like engineering stuff, VBA, Basic. Actually, no, Basic is the first thing I started dabbling in, actually. Just a little bit. Original Basic. And then Turbo Pascal. It was kind of the first language I really dove into learning. I dabbled in Basic, I guess, is my first avenue in programming. And this elective class that we had at my middle school that had a computer elective that you can go in there and learn programming. And then yeah, C#. I think I already said C#. So those are all different ones I've learned and used over the years. Python recently. Those are the languages I would say no. I'm familiar with. Like I said, I'd say my fluency is about a 4 out of 10 these days. In the last 4 years, I've kind of taken the CEO role rather than the coding role. So while I more like project manage the coders and also create prototypes and mock-ups and things, the coders do all the heavy lifting these days. The new indicators, I do the coding myself still, and I present to them the code. So I learned by mostly teaching myself and just exploring. Trading, I started trading in 2010 actually in general, and then futures about 2014. Self-taught there. I didn't really learn trading from anybody. That's kind of you're self-taught, Steven? I think like most coders that are really good are like self-taught, like independent, hardworking, self-taught folks. How do I get good at trading? What would you recommend? I'd recommend watching somebody trade like myself. and ask questions and ping anybody that's willing to talk to you, especially if it's free like the stream. No sales pitch. You don't got to buy nothing. Just ask away, man. This is the best way to learn. When I was younger and trading, bro, they didn't have nothing for me. No videos, no YouTubes, no nothing, right? No traders were in New York, so out of touch. You have nobody to talk to. Here, you got a trader. You can ask me anything you want for wisdom, information. If anything I have to say is useful to you, then I'm glad to offer it. Am I in a trade? I am. Not a good one, though. Some of them were good today. I think I'm still greenish for the day, but man, I got my ass beat a little bit by S&P. Nasdaq was paying the bills, though. Nasdaq was juicy. The S&P, not so much. I know you guys are used to seeing lots of green, but I'm not always lots of green. I take some losses sometimes. Come on now. Basic was like the first thing you dabble around to. Hell yeah, dude. My millennial friends in here, I know where y'all came from. Basic was fun, yeah. That was the first. We had an elective in my middle school. I think I was in 5th grade when I started dabbling in it. My son already started coding when he was 6. He's doing robotics coding for this robotics thing that he goes to. And they teach you how to build like Lego robots and then you code them yourself and stuff. He's very into it. Does resilience matter if you're above the gap? It does only at the interface. So resilience is not used as a directional bias. Like strong resilience means the market's going to go up. Resilience is just a probability. If you are above the gap, then resilience means the open is support if you touch it. It doesn't mean, ooh, let me long because res is greater than 0. Get out of the mode of directional indicator, more so probability indicator. If resilience is greater than 0 and you are above the box, and probability is very high that you stay above the box, or at least support half gap and stay above the box. So in this configuration, positive res above here means this and this are now long supports for trades. But I would not jump in at a bad entry because of a resilience. It tells me what happens here, here, or here. In this case, resilience is negative. So this is telling me it's more likely to resist here and resist here. All of them. They're all flipped to resistance. Each of these high volume pivots can be a resistance. You never know which one. And then you use resilience as orientation to tell you, well, we're likely inside of here or lower. So it is actually the tiebreaker at the dashed line with the added bonus that it can give you some indication on the edges. So positive resilience means the dashed line is support. Okay. Resilience negative means the dashed line is resistance. And when you're outside of the box itself is resistance or support. Jack, how do you get the boot camp? Bro, this is the second time you dropped the ball. You got an hour to claim your prize. I'm gonna let this one slide too. You didn't type your name in fast enough either. Gotta go message Slacks. Gotta be chop chop. Go to my Discord, message Slacks. He'll hook you up. Basic in 1982 on your Atari? Hell yeah. If I weren't streaming, would I take the day off from trading today? 100% yes. This is not a good trading day. Your kid does robotics as well? Oh, cool, Squish. That's awesome. Dude, the stuff that the kids have these days, man, is so much cooler than we were kids. What are my son's hobbies other than coding? He plays soccer. He plays baseball. He plays chess. He builds things in Geometry Dash, I think is the name of the game. He builds Geometry Dash levels. He plays chess online. He just turned 7. He's in all kind of stuff. Robotics and Legos. Legos are his big thing. He's got 500 Lego sets. He's got 2 whole rooms dedicated to his Lego display. Floor to ceiling cubbies. And he's got every single thing. Like, he's been building Legos since probably he was 3 or 4. Now it's 7. He does all of them. So he just built the Eiffel Tower one that's like 5 feet tall. Taller than he is. So now he basically just, you know, you think I make a lot of money trading. It all buys Legos these days. It's expensive. So the kid's got, like I said, 500 Lego sets, I'm sure, on display. I mean, the Death Star. He doesn't have the Death Star, but he has a bunch of the Star Wars ones. Yeah. How do you know what a good trading day is? Well, one where I want to see a good bull market. There's a whole process there. We have 3 indicators that tell me the market's bullish. This one up here, the fact that we're above this orange line here, and the monthly read, which all of them are bullish. When the market's bullish, I want to see bullish confluence with the stocks. This is choppy. Resilience is close to 0. It's not good bullish confluence. It's just a choppy mess. So I want to see this greater than 0 because at the place where we are trading, there are no A+ pivots. Only these white ones, which are like B level. A+ is like DD bands, hedge pressures, bull zones, things like this. These are A's and A+. We're kind of like gapped really high and sitting in the middle. When you're gapping really high, sitting in the middle of the gap, you want to see a strong resilience. Without a strong resilience, it's like you're in a bull market without bull momentum. So it's going to be a choppy barcode leading into Fed. I knew that from the start of the day when the market moved up and res was negative and we're just sitting here floating like this. We knew it was going to be a shitty barcode day, not a trending day. So I knew that from the start of the day, which I was taking small longs and getting in, getting out, getting in, getting out, and then just waiting for these dips to really jump in. I'm glad I trimmed down to a runner here because S&P still rejecting the middle. When you swap to a different window from RS and go back to it after a while, it stays locked in the old state instead of updating. So you have to refresh. Can you send me a video? I'm just asking a lot. Can you send me a video of what you're experiencing? It's much easier to show the devs a video so they can recreate the bug and then they can add it to the list. Do I own any supercars? I have owned I'm not a supercar person, but I'm about to buy an Aston Martin Vanquish. That's like more supercar than most supercars. This is about a $500,000 car. But I've owned a Porsche, not really supercars, but I own a Porsche Panamera, an Audi. I have a Maserati now. I wouldn't call those supercars though. I wasn't ever like a Lambo Ferrari kind of guy. I'm an Aston guy. That's a classy man supercar. Oh, hell yeah, dude. I get that Vanquish. Ooh. It's gonna take about like 6 or 8 months, I think, to get it though, once I finally pull the trigger on it. I told iDoc I'm gonna wait till Christmas. Once we get all of our, she's like, we can't spend money on that. I was like, come on, it's one time. She said, we got no room in the garage. We got 2 cars already, so. That Aston is sweet. Oh, dude, they brought the Vanquish back. That's my dream car, and now that it's back, I have to get it. I always wanted to get one. They didn't have it for like 5 years, and now they have one. You're an ass guy yourself? Hell yeah, that's what I'm talking about. How about a Land Rover? Land Rovers are cool. Look, I'm gonna get exactly this car. I'm gonna tell you, this is the one I'm gonna get. And somebody, I've already seen it. I've already touched it. He wouldn't let me drive it because it belonged to someone else. But this is the one I'm going to get. I'm like 200% serious about pulling the trigger this year on it. I got to go to my funded TV in a little bit. Hold on. I always like to show it. This is the dream car. And I swear I didn't know what color I'm going to get till I saw this color, and I think I'm going to steal this guy's idea and get exactly the same one. Hold on. Dude, freaking V12, man. I'm going to tell you, this will be the fastest car I've ever owned. Look at this bad boy. Hold on. This is the one I'm going to get. Same color and everything. I'm copying this guy's idea. Look at this. Look at this. Bronze with bronze rims, dude, with a black top. Black top. Bronze on the side. Bronze rims. Oh my God. Look at that bad. Woo! 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 Look, dude, look at this. Look at this. Look at this. Look at that. I've never thought I would like brown so much, but the bronze with the bronze rims is, dude, that's nice. With the black on the top, that's so nice, right? I never would have thought I would like bronze, but I love it. That's it, man. I'm gonna get exactly. I don't know about the tan interior. That's a little too British for me, but That's pretty nice, right? Like, this is like a sophisticated supercar. But look, it's, dude, I'm going to tell you. I'll be putting some Ferraris to shame on the street. Yeah, that thing is very cool. I've always wanted one. I almost pulled the trigger on a DB11 a long time ago, and I'm really glad I didn't. Yeah, it's the old 007 car. And I didn't. And instead, I just got the Maz instead during COVID. But yeah, it's like at least one time in my life, I'll throw money at a nice car. I'm not that kind of guy that likes to buy a lot of expensive shit that deteriorates. I'm more like I want to be worth $100 million now. That's like my new goal. So I really want to just push, and I don't want to be wasting like $500,000 here, $1 million here on like random stuff. Every time I spend money, we count our dollars. No matter how much we have, we're still like, wait, that cost $30. I thought it was 25. It's the mentality thing. Like, to me, I want to grow wealth, and it's just an obsession I have. So I've never really stopped and spent a lot of money on myself. And that's kind of how I've always been. Like Rocket Scooter, I'll you guys an example. Rocket Scooter makes a ton of money, and I'm so inclined into putting it all back into the company. I don't need cash for anything. I want to expand and build and grow and own. And like, I'm conquest mode. So I don't own a Rolex. I don't own an AP, nothing. Like, I don't go out there and drop. I mean, I spoil her. I spoil the girlfriend for sure, but I'm still a t-shirt and shorts kind of guy. Apple Watch. You would never know when I walked into that dealership that I could buy that car with cash. They would never know. They look at me and they look at my Crocs and they go, "How can I help you, sir?" You know what I mean? So, yeah. IDOC is extremely more frugal. Oh God, dude, she's, you know, any traditional Vietnamese people, they are the masters of micromanaging frugality when it comes to spending money. They're so good at like, every time I pay the bill, she's like, wait. And she'll grab that bill. Her mom does it too. And they'll look at every single thing. Wait, you ordered this. And they'll be like, no, we didn't order this extra drink. Get the $2 off. Like a $700 bill, it's $2 off. And I love it because that's the mentality of success. That's exactly how you need to be. All right, I need to go. My fun at TV time. Successful people are successful to every degree of wealth. It doesn't matter how much it is. It's a mentality. Value is everywhere, even at the value of $1. All right, gotta go. Great day today. Hopefully this S&P turns around. I'm green today, but it could have been better. 20K where it matters. And the accounts that are gonna pay me out, the other ones are just
snake soup. No snake.
Sluggish. You said you'd have farmers coming in their overalls and they buy an 85K Porsche. Hilarious. Actually, and I'm not gonna lie, the Asin people are very, very, very good. They never profile when I walk in. You're absolutely right. The owner came down and was like, when we told him, I was like, I'd like to buy one of these. The actual owner is a very old guy, came down. He was telling me the history of the dealership, walking me around. He's like, let me show you the stockpile. He's like, I got 2 of them in stock. Somebody built them and we have to give them to him, but I'll let you see them. I'll pull the cover off, let you take some photos, let you touch it. You can't get in it, but the owner, I was like, I really felt the special treatment at the Asin dealership. You ain't kidding about that. They certainly weren't dicks about it. They were very, very, very eager to talk to me. And I was wearing Crocs. All right. See you guys at My Fun at TV just a little bit. Let me load this bad boy up here. Let me post a link in chat. I'll be live on My Fun at TV Lunch Money with Matt, like I am every single day at 11:30 my time. See you guys over there. Join me over there. They always do giveaways on the stream, 30 something account, something like that sometimes. Definitely worth your time. Then we'll be back in the afternoon to stream. See you later.